Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, let's do it, baby. I'm fired up. 4 hours of sleep, no problem. Ray Santiago's looking at me like, Pat, 4 hours of sleep. That's a full night to you and me. 800-919-3776. Ty Butler in for Chris Carlin all week long. Bart Scott, we know, Scott, get up duties this morning, and so at some point he will join us. But hit us up at the telephone number, 800-919-3776. We are streaming live on YouTube, and I promise, eyes wide open today. Y'all been saying I look high on the stream and, taking a bit of offense to that. So eyes wide open. I got the Yankee hat on because we're feeling good headed into the second half of the season. At Ty D. Butler is where you can find me on Twitter, Instagram. You know the vibes. Streaming live on YouTube. And so we do have to, before we get into our shenanigans, play our game time, Bauer. At what time, and Harvey Cruz is here with us today, at what time do we get Bart Scott in the studio, in the flesh? Context before we answer the question. You guys flagrantly disrespected him last week.
How so?
I heard 10:34, 10:36.
Yeah, because that's the norm. That's usually the case. But he decided he was going to leave, get up early. He didn't have to do digital. Today, I don't know if he's doing digital after the show, which will usually take another 15 minutes.
My man pulled up at 10:15.
I think it was more like 10:16, but that's still the point.
On the head top. And so with that, I ask you, what time do we see Bart Scott this morning?
I'm still going to go in the 10:30 range, and if that's the case, and he shows up before 10:20, I will apologize to him on the air. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be making a promise like that, but next time I will say his time is before 10:20, no matter what.
You know what this is
that
like?
I will guarantee.
You know what this is like? This is like when an NBA team decides there's a guy on the floor who can't shoot, and so you're going to dare him to shoot. If he keeps making it, it's like, bro, I tip your cap to him. It's like Josh Hart. If you're going to make threes, then so what? And that's what you're doing to Bart Scott. You're not going to give in to him constantly, proving you wrong until it's consistent enough where you got to change your tune.
Yes, and if he does it again today, 2 weeks in a row, I will give him the benefit of the doubt next time. So I will say 10:31 today.
10:31. Just want to jot it down.
And if you want to have a bonus bet,
okay,
Ray Santiago says 10:26.
All right, Ray says 10:26, so a touch less disrespectful. We go to my man Harvey, who, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much interest we're going to get from him today. We've got a Final Four in the World Cup like you would never believe. And so he's game planning. He's getting prepared for what's to come later on today. So I don't know what version of Harvey we're going to get, fresh off of him just disrespecting me last week, talking about my hairline and I should go bald. But with that said, start of the show, we do want to include you in the exercise. What time will we see Bart Scott this morning?
So it's 10:15. Last time 10:16. That's a really tough call now because depending on and he's got a suit on, so he might have to change. I'm gonna factor in the suit.
Which, by the way, can we be honest?
Go ahead.
The suit can remain on during the first segment, and he can just change during the first commercial break.
And see, I'm glad you pointed that out.
I'm so shocked.
I'm glad you pointed this out because you were giving me crap for saying.
Are you going to defend Bart? Because I'd find that really shocking.
No, I think you did because you gave me crap for saying for disrespecting him because I said 10:30 and he showed up at 10:16 last week. Meanwhile, you're telling him last week, you could keep the suit on. That way
Which
you
is
get here faster so you can
100%
pull up with
true.
their boy. But
Which is 100% correct. That's not disrespect.
No,
That's
I think
just
that's
laying out
disrespect.
that's just laying out the facts. The excuse can't be, I had to get undressed. You can stay in whatever you're wearing, do the segment, and change during the segment. That's what real professionals do. But I
Wow.
don't know
So-
if you've
so what
ever
you're saying-
associated that word with my man Bart
so
Scott.
now what you're saying is Bart's not a real professional.
Listen, I don't know. Some people would beg to differ. Harvey, what you got for me, baby?
I will say, I don't know if the break factors into this as well, but I will say 10:24.
Okay, 10:24. So Harvey's going 10:24. Got it. Ray Santiago's going 10:26. Bam. And Tom Bauer is rolling with 10:31. I will say 10:18.
Okay. I like how we have a different variation of like all the times. So we're hitting like you're saying first segment. Harvey and Ray are kind of going like first break. I'm going probably when we get back into the segment 2.
Just as long as he doesn't walk in with breakfast, we're good. Because I keep saying this, and I keep giving proper credit to my man RJ. You can't walk in late with breakfast. Just a bad optic.
Now here, let me pose you this scenario.
Okay?
Imagine he walks in with breakfast, and he pulls out a second bag of breakfast, and he says, "Ty, I got this especially for you. You're my co-host today. I am sorry I showed up a few minutes late because of my prior obligation. Please accept this breakfast." Do you now feel better about it?
Here's the only problem. I had breakfast already.
Oh, so
10:06.
so now you're
eating breakfast at 10:06.
So now you're going to be ungrateful if he brings you
It's not
breakfast.
ungrateful. It's just like, man, I you know what I would appreciate more than you getting me breakfast? You getting to the show on time.
That's so mean.
Is that okay? Before we get to the sports, I've got this quandary I'm dealing with. And I said it to you about, 30 minutes ago. I think I might have just committed a crime before I got to the station. And I don't know that this is the best place to have this discussion, but just felt like I needed to get it off my chest. There's a weight on my shoulder. I can't be at peak capacity and deliver 3 hours of brilliant radio without just first going through what happened to me as I am walking out of the subway station. And someone would, or people would argue, hey, you do fit the profile regardless of committing a crime. And so here's my question. I'm walking out. I get off the train. I walk out through the exit door. And I see a gentleman trying to come through said door. And I may or may not have kicked my leg out to hold the door open for an extra couple seconds to let him in. And so does that make me like an accomplice? Am I aiding and abetting? I don't know how that works. What is it, like $3.25 to take the train now?
Oh, it's like 3 even, I think. I could be wrong on that.
And so, look, I saw the man trying to come through, and my instinct was to just help him out. Did I commit a crime? Was I complicit? I've been ticketed before, and this is way back when I was a teenager. I jumped the turnstile. You had the undercover cops waiting behind the wall, and they grabbed me up like I had actually murdered someone. Gave me this citation. Actually wanted to take me to jail, which is so funny. But anyway, I was able to maneuver myself out of that. So that is a crime. You jump the turnstile. You get into the train without paying. That's a crime. But me holding the door open for this gentleman, does that make me, I don't know, an accomplice? Should I fear for my freedom?
Well, this is tough now because it's over the air. But you could always say that you didn't know if you paid or not.
I mean, he clearly is not paying if he's walking through the door.
Right, but you could have just said, "Listen, I didn't know.
I didn't know what was
being
going
a good
on.
Samaritan." Yeah,
it was just too much happening.
Yeah, the suitcase I had to get through, and I just forgot my suitcase.
But I guess technically I'm a fugitive.
I don't think that makes you.
There might be a warrant out for my arrest.
You're saying this is like Man on Fire. They're gonna come get you.
There's a chance Bart Scott at some point may have to go solo dolo, which might actually be great for Harvey because he wants to do 2.5 hours of the FIFA World Cup. There's a chance that might happen. little bang on the door. Ty Butler, have you seen this man? They show you a picture of me. There's footage at the train station, and now I've got to go answer some questions with the district attorney. So if that happens, I apologize. It was just instinctual. I saw the man trying to catch the train. It was about to leave, and I wanted to help him out.
You know what? We at one point had the Bart Scott court cam.
Yeah?
We might have to have the Ty Butler court cam at some point if this turns out to be a serious crime. But let's put it this way, Ty.
Okay.
Are you going to get arrested in New York City for jaywalking? Because people do that all the time here.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Like if the cop is just, in a mood.
But generally, 90% of the time, that's probably going to be no.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't think you have anything to worry about. Unless, now that you're admitting it on the air
I guess that's the problem.
Now you might have a problem.
I'm snitching on myself publicly.
But here's the thing. You didn't admit which station that you exited from.
True.
So there's no evidence to suggest that, hey, this might help in leading you in the right direction if you were the authorities.
Correct. 800-919-3776. We go to 1 o'clock today. Jake Asman filling in for Michael K. So we take you until the K Show at 1 o'clock. Ty D. Butler, that is Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you guys hit me up. Hit that follow button. Let's get it popping. Home Run Derby last night. We start there. Listen, man, I had my kids ready for this event. They're 5 and 3 respectively. And so they're not exactly built to stay up late. And so when I'm told this is starting at 8 o'clock, I'm expecting it to start at 8 o'clock. And so we're sitting there waiting for it to happen. They're getting antsy, jumping all over the place. I'm getting annoyed because it's their bedtime. Baseball. I mean, come on, man. We're waiting a long time. 8:20 is when it finally gets popping. And while a lot of people today, I've heard, I think Buster even mentioned this during his interview on DiPietro Rothenberg, changing the format, lessen the totality of time for the event, it still felt pretty long. I mean, 2.5 hours for one festivity still felt very long. I'll start with the negative. We'll get to the positive. That still felt very long. I also, and look, shout out to Netflix. I know they're getting in on all the sports streaming. Man, can we get a good shot of these at-bats where I can see everything that's taking place? I don't know. I'm conditioned as a baseball fan to watch a dude swing the bat and to see where the ball lands. There was too much of, reinventing the wheel, trying to get creative. It's like, I don't know what's happening. Where's the ball? He did what? And so that slightly annoyed me last night. With that said, fantastic event. Phenomenal event. And I said this past weekend. I am not the biggest home run derby guy, but once you learn, and I'm a Yankee fan, obviously you see the hat. Once you learn Ben Rice is participating, all right, now I'm locked in. I've got an emotional investment. What does it mean long term? Maybe nothing, but you've got a player involved in this exhibition, and you are obviously rooting for him to win. So that's why I pulled up excited last night. I know this is going to be very controversial, dare I say sacrilegious to say on New York sports radio, but I do have to give a shout out to the Phillies fans because they made that feel like a big time event. I mean, the serenading of boos for the opposing players, the thunderous cheers for their guys, Harper and Schwarber, it felt massive. Damn near, and this is not even being hyperbolic, felt like a playoff game. Like, that's the type of intensity they provided to this otherwise, I don't want to call it meaningless, but not the highest stakes of an event. And so that, to me, was captivating, and it provided a lot of interest. Now, if we were looking for tremendous theater, the most ideal scenario obviously would have been final round, Harper versus Schwarber in Philadelphia. And it's like, if you're a Phillies fan, who do you root for? Okay, who are you rooting for in that instance? But we did get that to not some degree. We actually got that at the tail end of the first round, where Schwarber, he goes ahead of Harper. Harper had a chance to leapfrog him and then advance to round 2, which he was not able to do. But despite not having the most ideal scenario with what I just painted with Harper and Schwarber, man, can I just say, Jordan Walker, that was an all-time performance. Home runs on 6 consecutive swings. I was doing a TV show last night, and I said to Anthony McCarron, who I was, going to be talking about the home run derby with, I said to him, Schwarber's got this. Jordan's cooked. This is over. And then, bam, immediately, 6 straight home runs. The level of poise, and look, it's silly. I'm breaking down the home run derby like it's Game 7 of the World Series. But, I'm telling y'all, it felt massive because of the crowd, the energy, the atmosphere. And so for Jordan Walker to have that level of poise and to put on that performance, that display in that ballpark, going up against Schwarber, as the fans are letting him have it, I thought made for an all-time performance. It was great to watch. It was so fun, to just sit there and observe what was happening. The new format, while I was skeptical about it at first, because there is an element of, like, as sports fans, one of the reasons why, and cover your ears, Harvey, why we get a little annoyed with soccer, and Kay talks about this all the time, man, we don't know when the hell the game's going to end. You get the extra time plus 7 minutes. Okay, so at the 97-minute mark, we are expecting the game to be over. We're now at 98 minutes, and they're still playing. What's going on? So us as sports fans, understanding that there is an end of game dictated by a clock presents like this sense of urgency and tension that, allows us to be like so invested, which is why we appreciate, buzzer beaters and walk-offs and game-winning touchdown drive. Like, that clock means something to us. We're feeling the anxiety that the players are feeling. And so when baseball eliminates that from this event, I honestly didn't know if it was going to work. But in watching last night, I will say Jordan Walker does not win if we have a clock. He had a chance to go at his own pace and calm down. If he, in the midst of everything that's happening around him, also is staring at a clock winding down, I think it would have almost been impossible for him to pull off what was one of the most impressive derby feats, at least of my lifetime. So I thought the new format worked. It was spectacular, came down to the wire, and it was just awesome. And last night, like, further enhances the point we've been making for a while. I'm not breaking any news. The best event of any All-Star festivity, to me, is the home run derby, because it's like, well, we've seen it our entire lives, right? Guys hitting home runs. It's not just about that. It's about, like, how far these balls are going. Moonshots. Upper deck. Like, the enormity of the blast just makes it so fun. And why, even tonight, we'll see, like, baseball has the best All-Star weekend because it's an actual game. There's no deviation from what we would normally see. And the combo of the Derby and the All-Star game just has it so it's better than what any other sport can offer. And so I had a good time last night. 800-919-3776 if you want to chime in on that. Let's talk about Ben Rice, because, people saw this a little bit differently than I did. The best case scenario, as I outlined, I'm rooting for him to win, was for him to do just that. It's a great story. He's got his dad pitching to him, first-time All-Star, fantastic. And he's, been great, right? Like, this last week, he's been awesome. So it would have been an incredible story if you're a Yankee fan, if he won. Second best case scenario was what we saw last night, which I thought was great for the Yankees. A lot of the fans, what is like their biggest concern when it comes to players on their favorite team competing in the home run derby? What's the single biggest concern? It's, man, could disrupt their swing, like we saw Bobby Abreu more than a decade ago. It could happen. could mess up their swing. What I saw from Ben Rice last night was a bunch of scorching doubles. I saw some line drives. Saw a couple of singles. Some grounders. Sprinkled in a couple home runs. Which told me, and he ended with 7, the fewest of any player. What did that tell me? That swing perfectly fine. And so my expectation is that the heater he was on pre-All-Star break is going to continue into the second half of the season. I didn't see a disrupted swing. I didn't see an altered swing. I saw a guy up there do what we have seen him do for now 2 years, and that's be Ben Rice. And no, it didn't lead to the home run derby crown, but that man's awesome, and I'm excited about what's to come. Big series for the Yankees coming up in the second half with the Dodgers coming to town. And so Ben Rice, who was on an absolute heater, is going to need to continue to be on that if they are to catch Tampa. We've got some big, massive test results we're awaiting with Aaron Judge. But in the interim, as we wait for Judge and hopefully Stanton comes back, the Yankees are going to need Ben Rice and Cody Bellinger to headline that offense. And for Ben Rice yesterday not to win sucks, but I'm glad to see his swing was not deviated from. Last thing I want to bring up. I saw this moving around on social media last night, and I understand people are not going to be particularly happy with this take because it is going to fall under the tab of, media doing media things, making something of nothing, dead time in the sports calendar. So, of course, you've got to conjure. Listen, Juan Soto taking that picture last night. Was it the biggest deal? Of course not. But it did strike me as odd. It did strike me as someone who can at times operate with either A, lack of awareness, or B, just, doesn't care. Which, by the way, of those two options, I don't know which one is worse. To just not care or to have a lack of self-awareness. So what's happening with the Mets is Rome is burning. The owner was forced to have a mid-season interview to discuss, the general manager, who I still think's on a hot seat despite what he said, the manager who got fired, the guy who was supposed to be the captain might get traded, and he also had to address the relationship between his first and his second best player, which I would imagine, 18 months ago when he signed Soto to this contract, this was not on the docket for him. And so it has quite literally been the season from hell, coming off of a weekend, and it was perfect for the Mets. Friday night, Soto error leads to a loss. Sunday, right before the All-Star break, Lindor error leads to a loss. That is how you head into the second half of the season. Sitting on that. And so I just didn't think it was a great idea to be standing in a picture with what the young kids would say, or the young kids would call the ops. You're in a picture, he and ha-haing with the Yankees as your team is in the midst of a train wreck, is on its way to its worst season since the year I was born, back in 1993, which, by the way, was the last time the Yankees finished under 500. And so as all of this is happening, did Juan Soto need to be in a picture with Schlittler and Bellinger and Ben Rice? No, I don't think he needed to do that. And again, is it the biggest deal in the world? Like, should all of a sudden Stearns be on the phone trying to unload and Juan Soto because he did that? Of course not. But I just didn't agree with the optic. I thought it was a bad look. And one could ask, hey, if they come up to you for a photo op, what do you say? No, I'm not taking a picture. Sounds pretty rude. I would just say, hey, man, listen. My fan base is pretty frustrated right now. Beyond frustrated. They are irate. And so once this goes out on social media, I already know what the reaction is going to be. And I'm not someone who wants to serve as a catalyst for that. And so while I would love to take a picture with y'all, it would be fun. It would be cool. Unifying New York. Shout out to the Knicks who did that during this run. I just don't want to deal with what it's going to lead to, the frenzy by the fan base. That is what being a leader is about. That is what someone who has awareness would do. Take the temperature, have the pulse of your fan base, and say, it's not happening. Not on my watch. We could be cool because all of a sudden the same person who didn't dap up Lindor during the intros on opening day is at the All-Star break as his team is 18 games under 500, one of the 5 worst records in baseball, one of the biggest disappointments, not just in the league, but in sports. As all that's happening. And remember last year he did the whole, Starling Marte. I really view him as the captain or the leader of this team, which was a blatant shot at Lindor. As all of this is taking place, your owner's having to do interviews. Your general manager's on the hot seat. Your manager just got fired. The all-star shortstop, not an all-star this year, but perennial all-star shortstop. He's, in rumors of being traded. Do I really need to be seen in a picture with the New York Yankees? Not just because they're crosstown rivals, but there were some rumors last year, and Kay nailed this. Y'all wanted to come at him. There were some rumors last year, but he wasn't really happy to start that partnership. So do I need to add more fuel to the fire? I'm trying to silence the noise. I know how my fans are. They're passionate and rightfully so. So I know what this is going to lead to. I'm not doing it. Start going down. But because either, like I said, he didn't give a damn, or the awareness level wasn't where it needed to be, that's what you have. And is it the explanation for why the Mets are about to miss the playoffs in back-to-back years? Of course not. Does that explain how they're one of the worst offenses? Their defense stinks. Their starting rotation's bad? No, of course not. But does it continue to fuel the headlines? Does it continue to serve as a distraction as they are trying to come out of this mess? Absolutely. And because of that, you shouldn't have been in that picture. 800-919-3776. We take your phone calls at Ty D. Butler on Twitter and Instagram. I've lost, by the way. I said 1018 for Bart, so you can cross me off the list. Harvey, he takes an L. He said 1024. Cross him off the list. Ray Santiago, he said 1026. He's dead as a doornail. And now we are, let's call it 2.5 minutes away from seeing if Tom Bauer can survive. Bart Scotch is killing everyone out here. Everyone's dying. We take a timeout right here on ESPN New York. Streaming live on YouTube and on the ESPN New York app.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. 21 and over, physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. Text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Plenty of slowdowns in Queens this morning on the Van Wyck. The northbound side of Linden Boulevard, a stall in the center lane to watch out for. It's also been pretty busy on the LI east at Oceana Street coming down towards Springfield Boulevard. We have trouble on the west side coming north into West Houston Street. It's a crash. It looks like the right lane is closed. Some downtown traffic on the FDR Drive 106 down towards 71st. And the inbound Gowanus BQE in Brooklyn, that's jammed up too at 38th Street right back into Atlantic Avenue. I'm Matt Ward on 880 ESPN New York.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Hi, thanks for calling Uline.
Wait, did the phone even ring?
Nope.
Okay, so you answered before the ring. But now you're going to put me on hold, right?
We don't do that here. We're real people answering the phone, ready to help with your order when you are.
Uline has thousands of quality products for your business and warehouse needs, always in stock, ready to ship same day, and backed by Uline's legendary 24/7 customer service. Uline, we warehouse for you.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Hey.
Some people.
Get it right.
No, I can't hear myself through the. Okay, turn my mic up, B. That's my
Turn me
word.
up. Turn me
my
up.
treble up. Die line.
Yo, let's hit some people up in the chat. Primo says what's up. Shout out Primo. Marcus Black Monster says yesterday's show was arguably the best ever. Shout out to him. We got Black Metronome. He's in here.
Oh, you're on the chat now today.
Yeah.
You was on your ass yesterday.
Oh yeah, cause I want to show love to the people.
Your ass, Mr. Postman. You got to come into the chat.
I gotta. Yo, what's up, chat? Talk to us. What's up, chat?
You know what I'm saying? That's because our phones be so flooded. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can get to us, B, is by going through the social.
Yeah, hit us up on
voice,
social.
eh?
Yo, so Bart is here. Obviously, I had 1018, and I guess
that's because last week I didn't do digital. So
my problem
I had to do digital. The reason I didn't do digital because we had Girardi last week, so I was like, I can't blow that off. That's a big deal for us.
It's what have you done for me lately? I was like, lately, my man's pulled up. So I said 10:18.
Correct.
Harvey had you at 10:24. Ray Santiago wanted in on the action.
He wanted in on it.
He had you at 10:26. Tom, and this is what Scott Van Pelt would call a bad beat. This is one of the worst beats. So Tom had you down for 10:31. You walked into the studio at 10:30 with 48 seconds.
Yeah, man.
So 12 seconds away from him nailing it.
But I actually, it was a little early. I had to go use the bathroom because at the they renovating the bathroom over there at the other studio, so it's not there anymore. You have to walk all the way over to the Good Morning America or the View side. So for me, I would have been here earlier, but I stopped to use the bathroom, a little tinkle, you know what I'm saying? So I actually was probably here at 29, 28.
Yeah, but if you had just waited.
I had a lot to drink this morning.
If you had just stumbled upon, I don't know, Winthrop before you got here, and that conversation took a little bit longer, Bauer would have nailed it. How you feel, Bauer? That's a tough beat for you.
It's a tough beat. It makes me feel good that I was the closest to nailing the prediction.
What's this, horseshoes?
What?
He's been taking L's since Saturday night when he went out.
Oh, here we go with this again.
Came up short.
But even before that, when he was saying when he underestimated me last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that Tom didn't win because Tom tried me a couple times, you know what I'm saying?
Which, by the way, we're going to have to get back into that conversation about his birthday because I've sat on it and we didn't go hard enough on him.
You let it marinate?
We didn't go hard enough on him.
How old did you turn, Tom? 27, 28?
27, the big 27.
Yo, so we talked about it before the show, and he's like, yeah, that wasn't my intention. I didn't really go into the night one. And I'm just like, fam, you are
what is your life? What is your life about? My life was about water
single
and
man wandering the streets of Jersey.
Water and buns was my only mission.
So we got to talk to. He's like, yeah, I wasn't in that mindset.
Booty man.
And I said to him,
booty man is people want it more than water, man.
Booty shaking.
Yeah, so he's a fraud, by the way.
I come up and tell you, look, I like you. And I want you.
I want you. He's a fraud, by the way, because every Friday he's singing that song.
Booty
talking
shaking,
about booty shaking.
To the beat.
But when it's an opportunity for him to be in an environment like that, he's like, yeah, it's not my intention.
I just don't know if shooters gonna shoot. Maybe he don't want to. He don't want the responsibility because when you get a new girl, then now you're responsible for it. You know what I'm saying? It depends on. Are you looking for love time or are you looking for a good time?
Looking for love if I'm going to go that direction. Like I'm looking for a relationship if that's going to be the way.
See,
but
he's a man saving himself.
Okay, but saving yourself when the opportunity presents itself this past weekend.
He don't want to find his future wife in a bar. He want to find her at church or at a charity event. You know what I'm saying?
Ebro always says because they do Lauren Rosenberg would do these relationship segments on the show. He said you got to go to Pilates.
Yeah,
you got to find him at one of these walk events.
Yeah, or you go
to charity events.
Yeah. Well, you don't belong to a run club? They all over New York, right? The run club.
Yeah, I've been a part of foundation. I'm not part of a run club. I've been a part of foundation.
You talk about shacking up, hooking up. That's all. That's all about. That's about getting busy.
Some old lady tried to rat. She's like, "Yo, you should join this run club." I was like, "Man, I've heard some stories about these run clubs."
They're trying to hit on you. Now you can't run no more because you already ran up. You run up more than 2 or 3, then you can't even go to the club no more.
I'm like, nah, Cassie, she ain't going for that, man. I heard some stories about these run clubs, what they turn into.
Orgies.
So, Tom, maybe you need to join a run club. You could use a couple of miles because you need to get in shape.
See, well, yeah, I would like to get in better shape, but here's the problem with me now. Anytime I go for a run, I get shin splints.
Oh, my God.
So it's not a good situation.
Wait, hold up. Nobody told you to be running in no Vans, man. Are you jogging in Vans?
No, I'm running. I wear running sneakers. I have Nikes on right now. Those are where they're going.
No, but what running sneakers are you running? You got to find some shoes for your running style. You got to go do your pounds per pressure, how it measures your feet. You got to go to a real run thing.
Yeah, see, I'm not all about that. I just got new running sneakers at Nike 2 months ago, and they're very comfortable.
Go to a podiatrist. They'll give you the customized inserts.
Oh, those are the ones where you step in, you make an imprint.
Yeah, they'll get the mold, and then they come back in 2 weeks.
And get a heel lift.
Yeah. Hi, Anthony.
See, Ant about that life. Ant ain't like Tom in a different place than Ant.
I'll tell you one thing.
Action.
Anthony's not going out for his birthday and coming up small. Well, he's in a relationship now, so it's not going to happen.
Whoa. When did that happen, son?
He immediately
You scared Anthony off.
Man, he burnt rubber.
That's a smart man right there, running away from that conversation.
All right, Bart. Home run derby takes. Because you were on Get Up just now, so they got, the appetizer.
Yeah, I was mixed a little bit about it. You know what I mean? I do like – well, what we were all concerned with Ben Rice was that he was going to go out there and get burnt out and mess up his swing because guys go out there and they're just taking straight hacks. They're trying to get as many swings as they can, right? So I think the fact that they have it where you only get 15 swings and you take
20 in the first round.
20, 15. I think, that maybe, eases the concerns of
you look good, by
teams.
The way.
Oh, thank you, brother.
I like the suit.
It eases the concerns of what people believe, like, hey, man, you're going to ruin my hitter for the second half if we need him, right? Because it's 2015. It was cool that they had, like, the home field advantage, Bryce Harper and Schwarber going against each other. That was good because you didn't want it to be like a Philly seemed like it was like set up for them to win. So you get that out the way. So you have one representative for the Phillies. I thought the crowd played a huge role.
Oh, my God, it was awesome.
And the second, what was the second round? Who's the guy from Boston that was out there? He choked.
Wilson Contreras.
Yeah, Contreras. He choked. He choked.
He started that first round.
I'm talking about the second round.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say that first round, he pulled up and was like, I'm here.
That's low pressure, though.
Then the second round.
That's what I'm saying. That's low pressure.
But it's also exhaustion, man. Like,
but it's not
that
exhaustion.
many swings.
But it's not exhaustion when you think about what Josh Hamilton did, like when he was in the Yankee Stadium.
18 years ago.
Yeah, but those are crazy hacks, like
he was,
27, 30 swings. You know
Josh Hamilton had other stuff going on that might have assisted in.
He said he had that LT.
You know what I'm saying? Other stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he was taking, so we avoid that. So really 35 swings, that's, and what is it? What's the last round?
Is the last round 15 or is it 10?
It's 15.
Yeah,
okay,
15.
so we're talking about 40 swings. That's batting practice, baby. That's not going to wear nobody out. That's batting practice. So, like, I did like that because it puts pressure on you in a different way. Like it puts pressure. See, I feel like, throwing it puts pressure on the pitcher sometimes, like the old way. This way, you can take as many pitches you want. It didn't seem like they were in a rush for a clock.
Yeah, because they got rid of the clock.
Right. You can see what's the guy, Ryan Howard. I mean, what's Jordan Howard?
The guy who won?
Yeah, Jordan Howard, right?
Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
I don't know why, man.
Bart's great with names.
No, names crazy, man. Because I had this list from I had so many things from Get Up. I had so many things written down. Yeah, he was cool, calm, collected. I like the fact that he won $1 million. That's more than what his salary is. I mean, you can tell like he was a new guy because all his chains was sterling silver. You know
but then he had his family come through. That was
yes,
dope.
Pop came down.
And then, so I was saying before you got here, doing the TV show last night on SNY, I turned.
Yeah, I did see you last night with the powder blue suit.
I had the powder blue. Yeah, check me out.
Bro, I'll be supporting.
I appreciate that. I said to my co-host Anthony, I was like, "This is over. Like he's cooked." That the fans had gotten into it. It felt like, and I'm not trying to be hyperbolic, but it felt like a playoff kind of atmosphere, like the way the fans came in. And so
but that's Philly that's the Philly experience.
Because he didn't get off to a great start in that final round, there is no way he's going to pull this off. And my man had 6 straight swings, 6 home runs.
Because we had Saul, whenever it came down to the last swing,
nobody was able to do it.
Right. But he was calm. He looked like little and goofy to me, but I didn't realize he was 6'6".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And I also was proud that, he's black. And not because I'm like, oh, yeah, he's black. I want the black guy to win. Just simply you don't see that representation. Like, who's taking the mantle as the African-American? Like, we fought so hard to get in this game, right, with Jackie Robinson and all that stuff and integration and, our place here. And baseball used to be our sport, right, with Ken Griffey and like, all
you could
Gary,
go back to Bonds and Griffey.
Yeah, Bonds and Gary Sheffield and all those guys. We don't have that representation. And the only way we're going to get some of our best athletes to contribute from our community is for them to see people that look exciting. Like Ryan Howard been gone, right?
Yeah.
Like we looking for somebody that can come out and represent. And this guy, like,
I mean, Judge is black.
Yeah, I know. Judge is black. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? But that's one, right? We want to.
But that's a
and
big
then they're like, oh, he's 6'8", and this guy's 6'6". So like, what used to make baseball so cool is greatness came in every shape and size. Right? You had guys like Kirby Puckett, Tony Gwynn.
Yeah, Bartolo Colon out here.
Yo, Kirby Puckett, Tony Gwynn. You know
what was the
guy.
First baseman for the Mets a couple years ago who just looked sloppy?
Hold on, you talking about my guy, Dom Smith?
No.
Oh.
They traded for him. He was a first base DH.
Oh, not the Buffalo. No, he's not black.
I'm blanking on his name.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's important for us to get more involvement, and I think it's important for us to have like different sizes of African American players that make it, right? Because and just think, all the guys that we know that's in the NFL, like, they decided to be an NFL player, not go through the politics of being a baseball player because of what happens with them playing with your control, not giving you your damn money. Jameis Winston was a pitcher. Russell Wilson, like Kyler Murray. Like, how would that look if those guys – right, how would that look if those guys were our baseball players? Mahomes in the home run derby. Mahomes –
Yeah, it was Vogelback. That's who it was. You're a Met fan. You should know these things.
I don't know every black person that played baseball.
No, I'm not. He's not black. I'm saying a big dude who appeared to be sloppy and, beer league kind of guy.
Yeah, but that's
pulled up and was able to get it done.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, so I was happy that he won because maybe that inspires – like we saw it in tennis with Venus and Serena, and now you look at Coco Gauff and, like, the generation. I feel like now we have the generation of African American tennis players that are from the birth of the Serenas, and I don't know if we have anybody in golf from Tiger.
Not really.
Yeah, not really. Not
so
yet.
Let me get your thoughts real quick. People were lighting me up in the chat because I said, while not the biggest of deals, I didn't love seeing Soto in that picture with Yankees last night. It just is an odd optic. Your team is in shambles. There was already talk about, like,
it's his off time,
happy
though.
there, and it's just
it's his off time, though. He can't live in a bubble. Like, if he was there being antisocial,
antisocial.
I mean, what other Mets could he hang with?
Somebody
who
else
made
enough.
It ain't like he's
and not for May. Like, McClain, if not for his bad month in May, would have been there. But I just felt like there's so much noise around this team, and especially the fact that you and the second best player on the team don't like each other. So now you're in a photo. It's not alleged, bro. We know it's just too much smoke.
You got to put a disclaimer.
We know
man.
the owner.
You don't want him to come at us.
The owner confirmed it 2 weeks ago in that interview with Sherman.
We get called in that SNY office, man.
Listen, the owner confirmed it. Steve Cohen said it was a fact that they didn't like each other last year. So all I'm saying is, if I'm a Met fan, I didn't love that. Because now you got, people in the comments. It's just not a good idea.
Maybe you want to go back home.
And see, it spurs these types of conversations.
Maybe
does he want to go back?
Maybe he feels more comfortable with them than he does there.
I also think.
Have you ever broke up with a girl and went back?
Nah.
Once you never circled back?
Nah, it's over.
Even if it was your fault?
It's over.
Oh, you couldn't trust her because you couldn't trust yourself because you did it first and you was like, she's going to do it back?
Yo, it's one of the grimiest things that happened. I don't even know how we got here. So back in fifth grade, I bagged this chick who,
Hold on, are you bagging chicks in fifth grade? Like, say you met a young lady,
I met
girl.
a nice young lady.
Yeah, I bagged the girl. You talking reckless when you about an 8-year-old, brother.
It's not.
Even though you were 8. Even though you were 8.
You're not 8 years old. What are you talking about?
5, even worse. Did you say kindergarten? What grade did you say?
Fifth grade?
Oh, fifth grade. I thought you meant talking when you were 5. Oh, okay.
So
fifth
why
grade.
would you
So
say
you're like
8?
12. No, I meant fifth grade. I'm thinking 5, elementary school. Kindergarten.
So anyway, the wildest thing that happened to me was, so I had been chasing after her for a minute. Finally, picked it up. We were supposed to go to prom together. Then, like, the week before prom, and this is like,
hold on. How you end up in fifth grade?
What kind of school did you go to?
Right.
Wait, is this?
You just said you went to the prom in fifth grade?
Is this like not?
No.
You went to a
normal?
homecoming dance?
We
like
had
the prom?
in,
No, the prom is only in 12th grade. It's only one prom.
There was a fifth grade prom.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, of course,
you made that up.
Thing. Y'all grew up in Brooklyn.
Fake news.
What was the suit? What did you wear to fifth grade prom?
A baggy.
Did you have
black
a corset?
suit, and I had braids. By the way,
3 buttons.
No, not 3 buttons. Can I finish my story?
We just thought you were on a different timeline. We like, how you jump from?
Yo,
how
y'all
you jump
never
from
heard
12?
of 5th grade prom?
No. When you say prom, I'm like, is he talking about a high school? Now you can bag a girl in high school.
I believe
This
like field day or like a field trip. But
Yeah.
No,
prom.
this is a 5th grade prom.
Sadie Hawkins dance.
Nice little dance. Yo, y'all are nuts.
Bro, you the only dude that ever went to a prom in 5th grade.
Yeah, even my boy Jay just texted me. He's like, yo, he's bugging. Yeah, that's a thing. 5th grade prom.
Jay, that's the thing here. Nowhere else in the world. That's unique to Brooklyn.
Nowhere else in the world.
Tell you, I grew up an hour away in New Jersey. We didn't have 5th grade prom.
Jersey's different. Y'all on a different type of time.
5th grade dance?
Yeah, there's a 5th grade prom.
Yeah, not a prom. Like, we
there's
don't
a
call
5th
it prom.
grade prom and a high school prom.
Nah, brother.
So anyway.
But go ahead with your story.
So, like a week before, I don't even remember the excuse that she made up. She couldn't go. Like
breath stink?
No, she wasn't able to go to prom. She's sorry. She wasn't going to be able to. I think she said she had like family drama going on. So I was like, damn, man, like now I'm not really interested in going. And so I'm out with the family eating. And they're like, do you want to go to prom? I said, yeah, I'll just go, whatever. I'll be late. I show up to prom. Guess who's in the middle of the dance floor getting it popping?
Get it in. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you was there around Usher. Hey, get the body. Yeah.
Yo, I'm like, damn, you played me like that? Like that? Now, good thing.
Who was she with?
Whoever it was. Like a bunch of people.
She went with somebody?
Nah, she was just having a good old time.
Oh, she just didn't go with you.
But now the good thing is it's 5th grade, so that's it. Like
you still hurt.
We never gotta.
You still hurt.
Nah, it's just.
You ain't trying to get her back, like make her like you, like in high school, and then play her.
That is peak embarrassment.
I would have got revenge, brother.
It's 5th grade. We're going to different schools now. There's nothing to talk about, nothing to do. That's it.
I would have had to make her my girlfriend, get her real in love with me, and hurt her bad. Because I know I can tell. It's an icebox for your heart used to be. It's a part of your heart that died that day. You was embarrassed, infuriated. You never got any get back.
I was what? What was I? 11 years
old.
What's
her name? You know
Bianca.
Her name. Bianca. What's Bianca's last name?
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, Bianca.
I'm not trying to do that. This is streamed. I don't want it to get clipped.
No, Bianca. Bianca, you owe my man an apology. You was wrong, Bianca. And you probably became an adult like that, Bianca. You probably the same way because you ain't changed.
That's crazy.
I'm kind of the same person I was in 5th grade from a morality standpoint.
Yo, Tom is screaming at us to break again. It's not my fault.
Tom always yelling, man. It's because he's frustrated, constipated.
By the way, Rick chimed in because he's got to get his jokes off.
Tricky Ricky.
He said, do girls running out of Tom's basement count as a run club? Damn.
Hey, Rick, how about you show up the studio once in a while and tell me that's my face?
Yo, here's the problem.
Now, you don't want to get no atomic wedgie now, don't you?
Here's the problem.
No coffee for Rick tomorrow.
Wednesday's usually the day Rick comes in.
Ooh.
So when you say show up to the studio and say it to my face, what happens when he does say it to your face? Now you got to do something.
Now you got to you gonna get the atomic wedgie, Tom.
Now you got to do something, Tom.
Means he gets no coffee.
Tom gonna get the
I'm excited.
Tom gonna get the atomic wedgie, man.
He's talking greasy. He said, show up to my face and say something.
Tom.
Rick will be here tomorrow,
Tom, when I come,
6 a.m., ready to say something.
Tom, don't have me pull up, man, your underwear over your head, man.
Give him the swirly. We taking time out. Ty Butler, Bart Scott, going to 1 o'clock right here on ESPN New York.
Summer's here. People are outside walking more, traveling, going to games, barbecues, the beach, just enjoying life. But if you have joint pain, sciatica, or back pain is still holding you back, you don't have to live like that. I'm Bart Scott, and Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the real deal. Ivy League trained, double board certified with non-surgical treatments that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no pain medications, just a smart, targeted approach that gets you moving again. Same day or next day appointments are available. Go to SandwellPain.com. Don't let pain steal your summer.
Listen up. Fanatics Fest returns to the Javits Center July 16th through the 19th for 4 days of nonstop action right in the middle of the biggest sports weekend of the summer. See more than 500 athletes and celebrities, including Aaron Judge, Kevin Durant, Jalen Brunson, Jay-Z, Travis Scott, and hundreds more. All at the world's #1 sports fan festival. Tickets are on sale now. Grab yours before they're gone at fanaticsfest.com.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Bakery owners, you will be loved today. Every pastry will be flaky. Your cake will make a child's day. Your delivery van won't get sideswiped by a distracted garbage truck driver. But if so, breathe easy, knowing you'll get back to business quickly with Progressive protecting your commercial auto. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real fruit tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Back to school starts now. Get long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS laptop powered by Series 3 Intel Core so you can work from anywhere. Now starting at $699 with exclusive student pricing starting at $599. Complete your setup with savings on select monitors and must-have electronics and accessories. Limited time deals and free shipping on PCs and more await you at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
There we go. This is what was ringing off at my 5th grade prom. Yo, the chat, I don't understand how this is something that doesn't exist outside of New York. Shout out Jagged Edge. There was a lot that happened last segment.
Why haven't they did the verses? Who would they go at?
I feel like they did.
They did? They
I
did
feel
it.
like that
Did they do Tiny Desk?
I don't know. Like, once we got out of 2020, I became less interested in it.
They just had the verses. I think they taking the verses on tour because people.
112 and Jagged Edge.
They
Yeah, I
raised
knew something like
112?
that.
112 got more songs than I remember, but Jagged Edge got way too many songs. They
Yeah.
top 20 should kill them.
112 got some bangers, though.
Yeah, but Jagged Edge got more.
And then once they got, they got the Biggie collab.
Hey, we gonna have to pull up the verses and see what songs they played, and you'll be able to tell because they only got like 7 songs, man. Peaches and Cream, Cupid. They only got like maybe like
Anywhere. They got more than 7 songs.
They ain't got 20.
20 is a lot, bro.
Right, but Jagged Edge got 20.
Yo, by the way,
2020 was probably Jagged Edge probably one of the most underrated. Then I guess Drew Hill didn't have enough because they only did like 2 albums before they broke up. You got
20 is a lot.
Jodeci got to go. Jodeci got to go against like Silk.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
But I became less interested after 2020. I remember.
Why? Because you can go out the house now.
Yeah, it's just
you
it was an event. It was Saturday night. Like, we were home. We were able to chill, have some adult beverages. Make it poppin'.
They just had one, and then they got better in the format.
Yeah, they had one. I think it was in LA, right?
Yeah. Oh, B2K and Pretty Ricky.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? Pretty Ricky. See, that's the thing. Like, B2K was like making all these little bopper songs that was good at the time, but as an adult, they don't age well. Pretty Ricky songs, even though they were younger, was like more songs like 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's like stuff that girls still get freaky and get jiggy to. That's come on in the club. I'm thinking about sex, baby.
I think the last
I'm
one.
thinking about you and me. I'm thinking about rolling in the tub.
5 in the morning. Yeah. The last one I remember watching was Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers.
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah, it was fire.
See, but what I didn't like is the dude with the big forehead with the straight hair. He ain't bring his guitar.
To
go against Ernie.
There's a lot of people.
Ernie in that thing making. Yeah, I'm like, why you ain't bring the guitar, brother? Like, he got Ernie over there killing everything, playing with his mouth.
And I remember going to my grandmother's house to watch it. Like, we made it like a nice little event.
Ain't it crazy though?
What's that?
Grandma probably threw her panties to them.
You nasty. All right, let's go to break. Hour number 2 coming up next, right here on ESPN New York.
Grandma's out there, huh?
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with a substitute, so you're still in on it until the final whistle. So if you're looking to get in on the biggest tournament in the world, now is your time. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right, if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with a substitute, so you're still in on it until the final whistle. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
ESPN New York is your home for the world champion New York Knicks. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Kenny here to help you ignite your taste buds with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots. Juicy cherry, citrus lime, and blue raspberry. It's that iconic freezer pop flavor, but with none of the guilty sugar aftermath. The perfect summer kick. It's a delicious, portable, zero-sugar energy shot bursting with flavor. Bring on summer with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon.
Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, 1 hour down. 2 more to play with on this Tuesday. New York City, baby. It's going to a high. Did I see we getting 94 today?
We getting hell. No, 96 is supposed to feel like 100. Like for the next 3 days, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot fire, hot fire.
Reminds you a little bit of the Beach Bash?
Nah, it's going to be hotter than that, brother.
How hot was it at the Beach Bash?
I came late, so it really wasn't bad to me. I came late, and they gave me the
I'm
the
shocked
popsicle.
You came late. That's not typically how you operate.
No,
You're
remember,
a punctual guy.
Remember, we're the only people that worked and went to the show. Everybody else did their show there.
How far are you from
like an hour
Lake
and
Como?
50, like an hour and 50 minutes, but everybody was traveling for the
July
weekend,
4th weekend.
right? So like it took me like maybe 2 hours to get there. So you got to think. I get off at 1. I got there around 5:30.
Wow.
No. I mean 3:30.
You bugging because I saw you doing some feud.
Yeah, I mean 3:30
type thing.
I got there like 3:30 and stayed to 6:30.
By the way,
time didn't come to like 8:30.
There are people in the chat saying they would like to see you and Rick on a podcast together.
Okay, put the money up.
Rick's gonna be in studio tomorrow, so maybe he hangs out with us for a few minutes. You think so? Just so we can have some fun, nice little trio.
Why are you putting me in the studio? I got to come the only day Ray goes. Like, I don't get a summer. I don't get a summer schedule. I get to work from home every blue moon. I got to pay the congestion tax and toll too.
Listen,
and gas. You see what the gas higher than giraffe wussy.
And apparently it's supposed to skyrocket next week.
Right, and it's gonna be hotter.
Gas supposed to go up next week.
Because now we back in conflict.
I wanted to do the show from home today, not out of laziness, but your boy is celebrating his marriage anniversary.
I know,
7
man.
years with Cassie.
I know we got. Nah, man. When we come back, we got to come back to it's your anniversary. Now, do you got a baby? What's the plans? She don't listen to the show, I'm sure, because I know.
She listened yesterday. She heard us power ranking women. She's like, oh, that's what we're doing now?
Oh, so is she going to come on today? She ain't listening today, right?
Nah, she's ripping around. She's running.
Right. So what you got planned? You got that?
We can't go out today because.
Oh, damn. You one of them weekend dudes?
No. I got the TV show tonight.
Okay.
So we're going out tomorrow.
Don't mean you can't have dessert tonight.
I mean, listen, you know what happened.
Nah, man. Listen, get the kids, get the Benadryl, hook them up with a little cocktail.
Dude, you love giving kids Benadryl. You know that's not.
It's allergy season.
That's not allowed, bro.
It's allergy.
Unless they're sick.
It's allergy season.
But the point I was going to make was my plan.
Put a little whiskey on the gums.
Was to old school. Bring him right here.
Yeah,
bring
come
him right
here.
He having trouble, Stephen. Bring him right here.
Get your whiskey and honey.
So my plan was to stay home today so I could maximize the window, right? 10 to 1 doing the show, but I get to be home, be around my lady.
Yeah.
Got the TV show tonight until I got this.
What time is the TV night?
The show is at 11, but you can't get there
tonight.
Right? Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm not like you. I don't walk in 5 minutes after we get on the air.
You might. You see, right? You right there. The hotel right by the Mortons. Take her there. Get smash out.
Smash out. And I'm
y'all
being disrespectful
because y'all got kids now.
I'm being disrespectful.
No.
But the plan was to kick it at the crib today.
Yep.
Until I got this very, very stern text from Scary Tom. He's like, "Hey Ty, about tomorrow's show."
First of all, why you reading your words lame? Hey Tom, like hey mother.
He said, "Hey Ty, about tomorrow's show. The expectation is that you'll be in studio for it.
Respect.
If it's a real issue for you, I'd reach out to John soon. One might take that text message as passive aggressive."
Yeah, no, it was aggressive.
Very aggressive. It's not even passive, right? It's just mad aggressive for no reason.
If I was you,
Scary Tom.
If I was you, I had your by early. But you know what I'm saying? I had to get up, so I it was crazy. I had to get in, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay, man. We'll take tomorrow off from home.
Question everything says happy anniversary, Ty. Appreciate you.
Bro, you come on, son.
What's up?
It's only
talk to me.
You say you got your you say you got your in-laws.
No, we good. We all the way good.
No, what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? See, listen.
We the reverse time. What happened in time this week is not going to go
But this is the thing. I've been married. That's what I'm trying to. Well, not. But I'm married, right? What I'm saying is,
get it right.
When you have kids ruin marriages, right? Yeah. Well, they ruin. Like, just be real. They vultures. They suck your energy and your girl's energy.
Yeah.
Right? And what happens is you end up losing each other within it. To do that, you have to be super intentional about getting your freaky freak on.
Yeah, you got to schedule it.
So right now, you have an opportunity. Bam. Send her something, right? I don't even care if it's like a lunch meal or whatever. Wherever she at, dash her some stuff. Send her some flowers. Then tell her, get the trench coat. I'm sending an Uber. Yeah. Meet me here. You go straight to the telly right by Morton's. You know what I'm saying? Like, have her come over. You know where it's at, where Bill Bateman's is at, and then you have like the W. But there, it's the other hotel that's attached to the Morton's.
I don't need to do all that, bro.
See?
No, I don't.
See?
We're good.
See, that's the thing, man. He don't listen. I'm trying to tell him how to keep it right.
We're just doing a belated situation tomorrow.
And tomorrow. You can't go back to back. See, that's the thing, man. See, that's the thing. Like, when y'all get married, this is what happens, right? The kids have y'all doing like stuff all day, right? And listen, all the married people call up and let Ty know that I ain't playing.
Jam, by the
right?
way.
Yeah, but we about to go to the calls, and I had them to chime in. You have to listen. What we think is when we get married, we just get it when we want it. But it don't work that way because what happens is we still miss out on the times where we got to kind of be like,
Parents.
we got to court them.
Oh, yeah. That
You
does,
see what I'm
that's
saying?
facts.
So it's like you just want to get straight to it. She's like, you got to remember when
can't treat me like,
when you were dating your girl, right? You would think, hey, I put the ring on it, so I should be able to treat you however I want to treat you. But no, you got to like warm her up. You gotta warm up. Yeah, you gotta
do all.
You got to call right now, like, yo, man, I need a pic. Let me see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's facts though.
Yes,
I know you're working with kids right now,
right?
But go to the bathroom.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Excuse yourself. I need to see that. Send daddy a pic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I'm serious. You have to do that, right?
Preaching.
So now that's gonna start the marination. She's like, oh, he's so crazy. I ain't did this since we first started dating. Cause you used to get them pics all the time.
That happened a couple months ago. Actually, when we was for Valentine's Day.
Right. You used to get them pics all the time back in the day.
It was different.
You're like, yo, you ain't sent me no.
Yeah,
you ain't sent me.
You didn't even have to ask her. It just showed up.
Exactly. Thinking about you, like over the head shot, under the head, So call her with that right there. Then, you know what I'm saying? You know you got to be there. Tell the grandparents, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You've already told her that you're going to do something tomorrow. Make it today. And she's like,
it can't happen today. It can't.
How do we make this happen today?
The day is too packed.
It ain't too packed. It ain't too packed. It ain't too packed for your 14 pumps, bro.
Oh, now you want to be disrespectful?
I'm not being disrespectful.
No lie, man.
A quickie?
A couple kids, 14 pumps. Might be 12 more pumps than
you need.
Than we talking about, right?
Like 12 for her, 2 for you. You only need 2, but you gonna get an extra 12 for her.
Yeah. 800-919-3776. Tom is in my ear. He's like, change the conversation.
It's not. Listen, our listeners are people of a certain age that's married, that's in relationships, and this is a real part of life that Tom hasn't experienced yet.
Some people are like 14 pumps, man. You're a little over the top there.
I've already been there, and I'm telling you as an OG, you need to tell her to send you a pic, and you need to find a way because the best part is when it's unexpected for her. So you got to send her some flowers. Bam. I got a flower man right here. We send her some flowers. Bam. Then we're going to send her the Uber right across from S&Y because that's tonight. But you can get her like maybe at like 7 or 6. You get for real, bro. You get her to come to that hotel right there, but y'all go down to the Morton's, have some drinks and straight appetizers, happy hour, get it half off, then take her up and then send her ass home. And then while you on the air at S&Y, talk your talk.
Yeah, after happy hour.
Yeah, I did that.
After happy hour.
Because you ain't got to be on to 11, so happy hour like 5. You don't want to have her out too late.
Bro, why am I drinking before the TV show?
What you mean?
Why am I doing that?
Bro, first of all, you've never had a drink on the day that you work.
Nah, I never have.
Bro, get out of here.
Actually, I'll stand corrected. At an event like the Beach Bash.
But brother,
sure,
you ain't working.
Different.
You ain't working for 6
I'm
hours
not about
later.
To go on TV.
You ain't drunk
after a happy hour. I ain't doing that.
Bro. When I say happy hour, I'm speaking of the menu, brother.
I took out the happy organ.
I'm speaking of the menu right there at Morton's, right there, right across from where you got to go to work. Get you a little drink with your wife, wine, and some. You got 6 hours, bro. You're not drunk.
You're a sex-starved filth bag.
I don't know, man.
And then you take her upstairs and you do what it do. And then when she go home, you talking stuff like, thank you. That was great. And when I come home, I'm getting it again. Because now I'm on number 2, and I got 6 hours to recover.
Yes,
I'm going to
sir.
drink some milk and some juice, and I'm going to be ready for your ass. So when I come back, have it ready. Because as soon as I walk in the door, it's going down again. Ain't no need for no more foreplay because I gave it to you at 5 o'clock. Go to a caller, man.
Yo, 800-919-3776. Now, this is fire. I like this.
I'm telling you, man.
This OG talk right here.
I'm telling you, bruh. Because you got to set up situations where it's exciting. You don't want playing sex with your wife. That gets boring, brother. Routine, same move. Roll over, bam, it's yours. She's saying it's yours before you even ask. Whose is it? Yours. Same move, same move since 2025. Same move, same rotation. Okay, roll
same
over.
Vernacular.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Switch it up a little bit.
Switch it up, B.
Yo, my man Justin and BK is here to vouch for me about the 5th grade prom.
Yo.
It's legit.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on, boys? Yo, Bart is a wild boy. I got to touch on that too.
Am I telling him right though? Am I keeping it real with him?
Yo, Bart, you bugging out. You funny, but yo, so I'm 3 years into marriage. My just had a kid. She about to be 1. At this stage, yo, it all is very much different. But the planning, like, yo, it is what like you plan when it happens. It's still all, for me, at least right now. We only a year into the parenthood joint, so it's still all valid. But I could imagine once you get deeper into, parenthood is going to change. But
Justin, how many times?
By the way, Bart is getting a phone call right now. This might be HR.
No, but Justin, how many times you wanted the baby in the bed? You got to learn how to get it right when you in the bed. When the baby's sleeping in the bed. No, you good. But listen. When the baby in the bed, you got to figure out how to get it out like that too.
Nah, baby be at grandma's crib, and then we have our nights ourselves. But it only happens maybe once or twice a month. So
once or twice a month.
But anyway,
bro, it be like that early on.
Bro.
You're a Mormon.
It's crazy.
Wait,
it's crazy.
Yo, they just had the kid.
She sleep in the bed. She sleep in the bed.
That's what I'm saying. You better learn how to get that side hustle.
You a Mormon.
You crazy? You better get that co-sleeper, brother. Roll her ass right off the bed.
Nah, I'm not cutting you off. You wanted to legitimize my fifth grade prom
I got
story.
your back, bro. I got your back. And shout out to, I was at the Hove concert Friday. I know you missed out on that, bro, but it was crazy.
I was there Sunday, big.
Yo.
I feel left out, bro.
You got caught outside.
No, Fabulous got caught outside. I got caught inside. I don't do that line stuff.
Yeah, Bart was VIP, man. Bart was good money all the way.
Word. I see you, Bart. What up, though? But fifth grade. So I'm Todd. We probably like around the same age. I went to PS 115 in Canarsie, bro. We definitely had a fifth grade prom, and it was jumping in there.
Yo, and they was don't know.
They was throwing dubs and all that.
Exactly.
But
there was daggering.
My family American, but Canarsie full of Caribbeans. So
bro,
we was in there. Bundy River had just came out.
Exactly.
It was live.
Bundy River, Bundy. Yo, they were daggering middle of the dance floor. It was happening. There was some daggering.
I get the party. I just don't understand the label.
Appreciate you.
Hey man, somebody check on our boy Justin, man. Twice a month. What is he?
But that was happening.
You get that in commissary, man. You get that with conjugal visits, bro. He get less sex than conjugal visits.
What's the app? You got to hit up. What was it? J app, you said?
JPay. Yo, this dude, see that?
No, it be like that sometimes.
That's not sustainable. It's not
sustainable, but the hope is it gets corrected.
Bro.
I mean, she just went through a life-changing event, dog. She's feeling different.
No, that life-changing event was 19 months ago.
Yeah, but she's going through the, post-traumatic stress and all that.
No. How you get her up out of that post-traumatic? You put her in front of that mirror like, yeah, you look good to me. Like, baby, them stretch marks are for our kids. You brought life in there. I don't care nothing about them stretch marks.
I'm with you, right? But to play devil's advocate, talk like that is like how you end up in what you think. I'm just a piece of meat.
Yes. And guess what? I'm just a piece of meat for you. All right.
They're not trying to hear that.
I bet
that psychological warfare.
Okay. Yeah, that psychological warfare. Don't think she just ain't giving it to you. She over there wearing their rolls out.
Right.
So no. So don't be.
But that's different.
So don't be pleasing yourself.
Exactly.
Then,
that's different.
If you ain't giving it to me.
That's different. Quickly, I did tell a story before during the first segment that before I got here.
Yeah.
Your boy might have been aiding and abetting because popped out the train car, exited the station, walked through the door, and then like instinctively
give me a swipe.
Nah, dude, homeboy was walking through the door, and my leg just kicked it out and held it for him. So I don't want to be like you don't want
to be that dude that going into your apartment complex and dude behind you, you pull the door behind you. No, you gotta let yourself in.
Yeah, so it's like I want to help him out. My man, he ain't had $3 today, so I'm like, go in there and do your thing. But Jesse in Deer Park chimes in about holding doors on trains. If he's still here, Jesse.
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
What's up, baby?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'm with Bart on that. You don't want to be held accountable. You don't know what's behind you with that, man. It's typical New Yorkers to just be able to be helpful, but you're aiding and abetting a crime because you're invading the fair, and this person could be coming in there to kill somebody on that train. You just don't know. I'm just saying. Working for the city, working for the transit.
I wasn't even trying to go
but
there.
It's typical New York. Yeah, but because I work there, it's typical. It's typical New York.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you're doing a fine job, bro. Don't sweat it. Number 2, real quick, 5th grade prom. That was the thing. typical New Yorker, we have 5th grade proms, Bart.
Yeah.
I just didn't know y'all called it prom. We only call it prom. We have dances, right? We have Sadie Hawkins dance.
Appreciate the call, Jesse.
Or we have dance. We just don't, call it prom. I've only heard prom called for the 12th grade. So I don't even know. Like, I guess prom is like one of those things we don't even know what it really means, the origin of what the word means. Have you ever looked up the definition of prom? I haven't.
It was just a way for you, to get together, dance.
Yeah, we had homecoming dance, Sadie Hawkins dance.
We had I went to a military junior high school, so we had military ball.
Yeah, we had that too.
Yeah.
I just never heard of a prom outside.
5th grade?
Yeah, I've just never heard of a prom associated with nothing but a senior.
You know what I think we need? This last half hour revelation for me. We need like a Bart Scott. I don't know if it's like daily or weekly, like relationship segment where people call
We
up.
should do that with Han
like
a little
guru.
bit. We should do it with Han a little bit.
I think Stephen A. did something like that.
Yeah, the love dial.
The love dial.
But he made that creepy night voice. You know what I'm saying?
What's the voice? Let me hear it.
Yeah, this is Stephen A. WGB.
Yeah.
WRs.
You sound like a pedophile.
When I met you last night, baby.
It does sound like a pedophile,
Yeah.
but you give good relationship. Now, what you also have to understand.
I give it in a weird way, but
Yeah.
I am being truthful.
What you have to understand also
Mm-hmm.
is that there is an element of privilege that comes with being Bart Scott. So you're operating from a different level, like.
But you got to make the effort. What I'm trying to tell you, however it was when y'all, just imagine like when y'all were working, how y'all had to, and y'all weren't living together, how you had to orchestrate time, right? But what happens is you get kids, and the kids get your time and your energy. It's going to take more energy to be able to have the same level of relationship that you had before you had the kid.
Of course.
Kids are naturally separators, right?
We know
Because
that, though.
come home, you want to spend quality time with the kid. She need to spend quality time with the kid. Then y'all spend time together as a family. So now you slicing your time up between so many different things. When it comes time like this, if you want to keep the romance right, you got to keep it exciting, right? And it's going to cost you more money. It's going to cost you time, but you got to lean on your resources, lean on your parents. Lean on her parents, lean on your parents to be able to get opportunities. And if she sees the effort, then she's gonna tell her girlfriends, like, girl, he want to go out again. Like, girl, he trying to keep it fire. Like, girl, you gotta adjust because it's gonna be a long time before you get. It won't until your kids get 15, 16.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
You gonna always have to think about who's watching them first, right? And even when they turn like 13, 14, you feel like you can leave them by themselves. Don't open the door, call me and your mom going out for a second. We'll be back. That's 14 years from now, brother. Like, a lot can happen in for 14 years, so you got to keep it spicy.
Nah, I respect it, but we do have to also
keep
just
it freaky.
acknowledge.
Yeah, take her to the sex museum, dog. Go to the sex museum, go get some stuff, bro. Go to the sex museum right there and go get some. Just go. Like, it's a sex museum.
See what's
Let her
up?
swing down, come down the slide and play on the pole or whatever. Tease you with a little hip action. You know what I'm saying?
Tease you a bit. Bahamas in Long Island. What's up, Muhammad?
What's going on, guys? Thanks for taking my call. Yo, Bart, I know you're giving Tom a heart attack back there. You said gas is higher than giraffe. What? Yo, come on, Bart. But
Bart's playing with fire. He plays with fire, but he knows there's a button next to him that he can stay close to, and he's got it right there.
Oh, damn! I got a text from my mama.
Right on speed dial.
She listens to the show.
But Ty, I got your back. I'm out here in Hempstead, Long Island. We had a elementary school prom too when I left there to go to the middle school.
These dudes
we
have
went to
no idea
cornbread
what's
and caviar. It was a nice situation.
Wow.
But I wanted to get back to the conversation you was having at the top of the hour with about the Soto thing. I don't think the fans. I think this is more of a conversation for like the media people. I don't think the fans are too upset with Soto for this. Soto is a mercenary, and he came here and he does what we hired him to do. If the fans are going to be upset, it's all going to be at the GM. I don't think the fans got too much ire at Soto for taking that picture. It was a good time in his life, and like Bart said, Mets aren't there, so he's there with guys that he know and had good times. But I think that's just the gist of the story. But yeah, thanks for taking my call, man.
Nah, listen, I understand your perspective, and I didn't want to make it into like some dramatic big deal. It's gonna sour the entire fan base. I was just saying it wasn't the best stop. It wasn't the best stop.
It's just a bad look because of where the Mets are as an organization.
Yeah, that's your former team. There's already rumors that you missed that.
It's not rumor. I mean, I can see he could have. Oh, should he? Well, he can't go over and holler at the Nationals.
No, just be like, yo, listen.
Can't go holler at
fellas,
the Padres.
Listen, fellas, I would love to take this pick just right now. I don't think we should do that. They would understand.
Nah.
They would understand.
They'd be like, man, you acting like a man. Come on, man. You'd be like,
okay.
if I said that to Aaron Reed, he'd be like, man, what?
Okay, cool.
Man, nobody care about whatever.
Do I care more about what they're thinking or what the fan base is thinking? I care more about what the fan base thinks.
I don't. These my people. This my fraternity.
Yeah,
I don't care about the fans thing. Like the fans should understand.
That gives us some insight into how athletes, process certain things.
Right, because guess what? If he leave tomorrow, y'all gonna boo to hell and burn his jersey. Y'all don't love him.
But he's not leaving tomorrow.
But what I'm saying is
he's here for 15 years.
But what I'm saying is you can't worry about what fans do. Fans is as loyal as you as long as you got the uniform on.
We saw it with Yankee fans who loved him, and then 5 minutes later he was gone. Right. They were ripping him. Of course.
You saw LeBron. LeBron, they burned his jersey.
Of course, which was mad.
So I'm gonna be worried about what those guys think. The rational fans are gonna understand. The crazy ones, I can't please them anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree. I think you should be 100% cognizant of the temperature of your fan base and operate.
I'm sorry, my friends are like that. We're having a good time. We hanging out with my peers. Like, I'm sorry.
Why you never look this happy with your main man Lindor?
Look, brother, I left to come over here to join Lindor. I knew he was here, so what are we talking about?
But why I don't see pictures of y'all?
I chose them over you.
Why I don't see pictures of you guys? Why I see you skipping him in the line, dapping him up?
Because he wasn't good enough to make it. That's why.
Why you skipped him in the intro line on opening day?
Because he ain't good enough to make it.
Craig's in Lansing. What's up, Craig?
Hey, man, I just called to give you a little stuff about the fifth grade story because most people didn't sound as old as you sounded when you were in fifth grade. But hey, except me. Like I had a job, man. I had a bank account.
Had that paper out?
And one time, I had a real job. Like I had a car, driver's license. I had a bank account. Like I had CDs maturing. I was good. I went to the prom too. In fact, I was shaving everything.
Oh, you in fifth grade?
Wait, shaving in fifth grade?
Yeah, I was an old fifth grader. No, I'm just messing with you because
okay.
I was hearing your story. I was like, man, you sound like an old fifth grader.
Yeah. He was held back a couple of days.
Okay.
What's that guy that played in the World Series? We found out he was 75 years old.
Are you talking about? You're not talking about El Duque.
No, the dude that was like the Little League World Series thing.
Oh, okay. I don't remember who you're talking
Gonzalez.
about. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
He
was like 18
El Monte or something like that.
So here's a tip on all the listeners and you guys, anybody. Look, I'm 54, so I learned about 20 years ago how to buy flowers. You're going to buy some flowers. What you do is you get the stargazer lilies, and you only got to buy 4 or 5 stems because they're the most expensive flowers. They open up real big. And you'll end up spending less money than if you buy like a dozen of some cheaper flowers. And the girls, they know their flowers. Trust me.
Yeah, peonies are big too. Peonies are big too.
Yeah. And then you just like have them put all that little stuff around it that they put extra. But to talk some sports, I've been paying attention to the Jets. They're off OTAs, and so like the name that's popping out there, I actually believe. Adonai Mitchell has a chance to shine this year. I mean, because he's fast, he's tall. Geno Smith can throw a deep ball. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
Great deep ball thrower.
Oh my!
And Garrett Wilson's going to grow
to Smith thing again. Jesus Christ.
Okay, who you want to talk about? Jaxson Dart?
If we are looking to talk about a better quarterback,
we can. Who you want to talk about?
If the goal is to talk about the best quarterback in New York, yes, we can talk about Jaxson Dart.
Okay. Who's gonna have 1,000 yards? Who's this 1,000-yard receiver?
Well, I mean,
let's talk about it. Let's get excited.
Bart,
let's get excited.
What is that? What are you talking about?
Receiver?
What are you talking about?
Geno's gonna have 1,000-yard receiver, and he could have 2, and I think that's worth talking about.
Listen, Geno's having 2 1,000-yard receivers.
Yes, Garrett Wilson not going for 1,000. Is Garrett Wilson
coming off of his worst season of his career?
Is Garrett Wilson not going for 1,000?
He hasn't been good since 2022.
Is Garrett Wilson not going for 1,000?
Cut it out.
Is Garrett Wilson going for 1,000?
Maybe if he stays healthy.
When is he not going for 1,000 with bumps?
Last year he didn't go for 1,000.
That's because he was hurt. Before that, he became the first player
is it possible
to start
he can get
with
hurt
3.
again?
With
yes.
3. Okay.
Geno
But what if
Smith
he
has stunk. He's going to go from what he was last year to 2 1,000-yard receivers.
I guarantee you he had one. I guarantee you he had one.
Maybe.
But
sure,
it's not a maybe.
Great.
If Garrett Wilson is healthy, he's going to be a 1,000-yard receiver.
He's 35, and we're
But
already,
you want to talk about Jaxson Dart.
Well,
Let's talk about Jaxson Dart.
Yeah, because he's the more exciting player.
Yeah, exciting to get his ass knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to deal with that. He's got some maturity issues.
Who he throwing to? Who he handing the ball off to?
Scatterboo.
Ooh, that's way more exciting than talking about seeing if Breece Hall can be a 1,000 guy.
Oh, my goodness. Has Breece run for 1,000 yet?
Yeah, he did.
Did he do it last year?
Yeah, last year, yeah.
Oh, okay. Finally. Which is not even that impressive anymore with 17 games.
But let's talk about his.
And look, I'm a Jet fan. I'm not trying to sound like a hater.
So what I'm saying is all the exciting things that you talk about when you think about offensively in New York, when you talk about New York sports, is coming from the Jets.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Unequivocally not.
Hey, Harv.
You look at Geno Smith as what?
Harv. When you think about oh man, I can't wait to see these players play. Most of those players are on the Jets. Oh, I can't wait to see Sadiq. I can't wait to see Sadiq play. Oh, I can't wait to see Cooper play.
Okay.
I can't wait to see Breece Hall play. I can't wait to see.
Who's saying
if Mason Taylor.
Who is saying that?
Nobody. I don't think anybody cares about Mason Taylor after last year.
Nobody's saying that.
Mason Taylor shows a lot of promise. Like you talk about a tight end, his second year, he was brought in here to be a guy. He wasn't brought in here just to be an average player.
No one is
He's
saying
brought in here to
that.
be Justin Taylor. What I'm saying is, if we're going to analyze
which
New
offense
York,
you're more excited for, it would absolutely be the Giants.
That's a lie.
It would absolutely be the second-year quarterback.
The team that signed Isaiah Likely.
The second-year quarterback. Don't say, you love Isaiah Likely.
I do.
You love Isaiah Likely.
I do, but Isaiah Likely had less yards receiving than Mason Taylor.
You're talking about a team that was, 3-14 last year?
They both picked in the top 10.
Yeah,
okay. And the team hired a Super Bowl winning coach.
Yes.
The team
What does that mean?
That means that there's a guy with pedigree, and the guy that's more accomplished than the guy that is about to be fired in 3 months next year.
When you say, what does that mean?
What
if the
does that
Jets this
mean?
past offseason had hired John Harbaugh, your question would be, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Stop it.
What does that mean?
Stop it.
He won a Super Bowl. What does that mean? He got fired, right?
Yes.
Did he get fired?
Yes.
Or did he decide to say it was time
but
for a
he's
change?
still a Super
got
Bowl
fired,
winning
right?
That
head
doesn't take
coach.
away a Super Bowl.
Bart,
He got fired, though,
take
right?
the jet glasses off, my
No,
dude.
I'm not. What I'm
the
saying,
idea
no, what I'm saying
that
is
anyone is more excited about the Jet offense that hasn't been good in 11 years than the Giant offense with a second-year quarterback who has high potential is embarrassing, bro.
No Jets fan would say this if Mike Tomlin was hired instead of firing Aaron Glenn. If you brought Mike Tomlin along, nobody would say this.
What are you talking about? But what I'm saying,
Geno Smith.
What I'm saying is, I'm more excited about what this Jets
You're
offense
more excited
can be.
because you're doing the damn pre and post game show every week.
That has absolutely nothing.
Yes,
to
of
do with
course
anything.
it does.
No, if you ever watch those pre and post, I'm highly critical.
But I'm not saying you're not. What I'm saying is you did this a year ago, bro.
Better offensive line.
You did this a year ago.
Okay, better offensive line.
The
Harvey.
Jets.
There's just too much love right now for both teams, honestly. But for the Jets, who are looked at as food this coming season.
Which team has
better offensive line?
The Jets. Okay, can I ask you a question?
More exciting.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
The only thing that is more exciting about the Giants than the Jets is Jaxson Dart.
And
I got
no,
10 other players.
That's not the only thing. It's their head coach. It's their quarterback. It's a running back who, yes, is coming back from injury, but he did look really good last year.
A fullback,
it's Isaiah Likely. It's Darnell Mooney. So they do have some pieces on offense.
Darnell Mooney. He's the third.
Let's not get hyped up about Darnell Mooney.
I'm not saying that to him individually you should be excited about. But I'm saying compared to what they were last year.
Neighbors won't be there for six games.
Who knows what he's going to be? No, I'm saying who knows what he's going to be when he comes back.
My point. You
my question to you.
You want to see Slayton play?
My question to you. I mean, if we're excited about
the
A.D. Mitchell.
The bar's low.
A.D. Mitchell. I heard you. A.D. Mitchell.
Yes.
Come on, stop it. Like that's a guy. All of a sudden, he's headed for an all-pro season. My question to you is this, and we got to hit a break. Stand on it. 10 toes down. Going into next season, which team has higher potential, the Jets or the Giants?
You want me to answer now?
Yeah.
Jets.
Okay. We take a break. We come back, and we break that down with Bart Scott right here on ESPN New York.
Tickets are on sale now at fanaticsfest.com as Fanatics Fest NYC returns to the Javits Center on Thursday, July 16th through the 19th. The world's #1 sports fan festival puts you where sports, collecting, culture, and entertainment collide. See stars like Tom Brady, Aaron Judge, Jalen Brunson, and hundreds more, including live panels and podcasts, exclusive merch, and Fanatics games with $2 million in prizes. Go to fanaticsfest.com to get your tickets today.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Hey, Yankees fans! Join us at Yankee Stadium on Friday, August 21st, as the Yankees take on the Toronto Blue Jays. And don't miss Cody Bellinger Bobblehead Night, presented by T-Mobile. The first 18,000 guests through the gates will take home an exclusive Cody Bellinger bobblehead. Get here early, grab the giveaway, and cheer on the Bronx Bombers. Tickets are available now at yankees.com/tickets.
My dad is bringing home the best birthday cake ever.
It was my 5th birthday, and my dad was bringing home the cake.
Should have been here a half hour ago.
The cake never made it, and neither did my dad.
911, what's your emergency?
That was the day a drunk driver killed my dad.
Daddy?
Impaired drivers take lives. Think.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee. Aired in cooperation with the New York State Broadcasters Association.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Bro, right now, you might need to take this song and share it with her.
Oh, we've been doing that all morning.
That's what I'm
Since
saying.
last night, actually.
So you should
Driving home, I was sending her records.
So you should be priming it. So you've been priming it.
Nah, we good. I'm telling you, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I appreciate the effort from the OG, but I'm good. It's going to happen.
Just telling you, man.
I'm good.
You got a honey pack?
I'm good. I'm telling you, I'm good. All the way good.
Yeah, all right. So you smashing tonight.
There's a lot of hype now.
Yeah, nah. Listen, so do I got to give a recap tomorrow?
No, you ain't got to give a recap. You just either like, yo.
It's going down, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Put the sock on the put the sock on the door.
It's
so
going
the kids
down.
don't come in. You got to put that little stopper thing right there.
It's going down. Meet me in the mall. It's going down.
All right.
I'll be good.
All right.
The problem is,
But you don't want that late tire sex. So you got to do it. You got to do it before you get home late.
The problem is because of the trade deadline. And look, I love my bosses at SNY, so this is not criticizing.
Yeah.
Because of the trade deadline and the anticipation surrounding the Mets being like sellers, they are making us stay till 12. The show is over at 11:30. So they're making us stay every night till 12:30, in a chance that something pops off. So, which means I ain't getting home till 1 a.m.
So hard.
But it's still going down. We good, bro.
So hard.
We good.
My point, she just going to give you like, I did it because I know you needed it.
It's fine. We got tonight and tomorrow. It's going down. We good.
Bro, but what I'm saying is
I'm not
have
concerned.
her come across to the Mortons and then you get it in like that and now she's not sleepy.
We just don't want to hear trade deadline as a reason.
Right. We ain't say
the excuse can't be MLB trade deadline.
Right.
Why did it not happen?
Couple relievers, a new catcher. Come on.
Yeah, it can't happen.
Yeah.
800-919-3776. Brian's in New Jersey. He checks in. What's up, Brian? Yo, Brian.
Is he getting on the train?
Yeah.
My man's on that Metro North.
What up? What up?
Gentlemen. Ty.
What up? What you got?
Ty, you should be a little upset that Bart's not sharing whatever he's smoking with this morning because you are the Jets over the Giants being the more exciting team. I mean, the Harbaugh effect. You got to. The Harbaugh effect is going to be, and I'm not a Giants Jets fan. I'm not a New York football fan. But between the two teams, the Jets get no benefit of the doubt. First of all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The
Giants do.
coming back.
The Giants do. What have the Giants done in 10 years?
They made the playoffs in 2022.
Okay, but
they made the playoffs in 2016.
Understand that they've had some down years there, but between that offense that has shown some spark and some life, I think the Harbaugh effect is going to be real. I think that's going to cascade into a better culture and a better just overall mindset from the team. I have to assume that the Giants are going to be one of the more improved teams this year versus the Jets that, unfortunately, the Jets are the Jets, and until they show any signs of life.
No, but that's facts. But that's facts, though. Until you prove otherwise, and I appreciate the call, Brian.
The Giants are the Giants.
Which is, while bad the last decade, far better than the Jets.
Not far.
Yes, they made the playoffs twice.
Yes, I think they won one or two more games over a 10-year period.
Okay.
They both continuously
Bart,
pick in the top 10.
They won a playoff game in 2022, which, by the way, was the last time Geno Smith, who you think's going to, herald this top 7 offense, was actually good. I'm a Jet fan, so I hope you're right. And people are killing me in the chat. I hope you're right. I just don't know how anyone walking the planet right now, especially with the football mind that you have that I respect, man, can sit. Of course I respect. Come on, Bart. Don't do that. I'm texting you on Sundays. Stop it.
Okay.
I'm texting you on Sundays. Cut that out. Could utter the words that the Giants' potential going into this season is higher than that of the Jets. That's crazy to me.
I mean, the Giants are. I got it like 6 wins. The Jets I have at 6 or 7 wins. Same difference.
Bro, who's got the better head coach quarterback combination?
We don't know what – listen, we don't know what Harbaugh –
Here we go.
Okay.
Right now, who has the better head coach quarterback situation?
Better coach, better quarterback right now.
Just combination. Combo.
I think it's even. And when I say it's even, I think Geno's a better quarterback than Dart at this stage. And I think – Harbaugh's a better coach than Aaron Glenn.
Trolling. You have to be trolling.
You can keep it going all the way.
No,
Nagy, Matt Ryan. Frank Reich.
Frank Reich. Like this is no, but you're not being serious. This is.
I promise you, I'm being serious,
not,
brother.
Bro, I can't take this seriously.
Listen, this is what I'm saying.
You think that if we are going through the best head coach quarterback combinations in the NFL, higher on the list would be Aaron Glenn and Geno Smith, higher than Dart and Harbaugh?
No, of course they
okay,
they would be
so
higher.
that's what
but
I'm
what I'm
asking
saying is
you.
the discrepancy in the space ain't as big as you think. Everybody keeps talking about like Harbaugh's going to come here and he's going to change the culture. He is.
Okay, yes.
But this will be the first time that he's ever cultivated a culture. He inherited a culture.
Okay, fine.
In a place that, just like we talk about the Brewers, Like, oh, Stern's not there, but they're still winning. Baltimore's going to keep winning because that's what Baltimore is.
Fine.
It's an institution. It's not
Correct.
that he came there.
Yeah.
He came there and embraced the culture. He didn't develop one.
But he had
this
to
would be
still-
the first. This would be the first time that he builds a culture.
Great point. But what I'm saying is he is still a much better coach than Aaron Glenn. Like, that is undeniable.
He should be. He's been a head coach for 18 years.
And what we know
That's not saying
about
much.
this sport is that the head coach is
But it's a much
maybe
better roster.
more important
It's
in
a
this
better-
sport and than any other sport. The
Jets-
head coach.
Jets got a
And
better
so-
roster on the
okay.
offense, especially on the
Which
offensive
does,
side of the ball.
which is not going to matter a lick if their head coach once again is a disaster and their quarterback looks the way he did last year. And you can say both are going to improve, and that's fine. But to the degree that you're arguing they could win 7 or 8 games, I think it's just like
I
lunacy.
don't think that's a high bar.
The Jets going from what they've been
They
to
won what?
to
What they
winning
win? What they
7
win?
and 8
3
games?
You don't think he can be +4?
Bro, they're more than doubling their win total from last year.
Yeah,
they're like a hair under
tell me-
tripling
tell
their
me
win
this, tell
total
me this. If the
by
Gi- if the-
simply
if the-
bringing in
if the
Geno
Gi-
Smith.
No, it's not bringing in Geno Smith. It's bringing in Sweat. It's going out and drafting, having 3 first-round draft picks.
Okay.
Right, that's going to contribute.
Yes.
It's locking up and Mimble taking the next step, having this. It's getting Garrett Wilson back
Okay.
healthy. It's not just
and that leads
brother.
to 4 or 5 more wins.
Yes, because guess what? They play Miami twice. Should beat Miami. Miami's actively basically trying to
and
tank.
Cleveland.
And they play Cleveland.
Okay.
And they play the Raiders. That's
Okay.
4. Is that not?
But why
The
are we
Ra-
just
the-
wait?
the Raiders.
Why are we just giving them the win against the Raiders? Why are we just giving them that win? How do we walk into a season just giving them a win against the Raiders?
So just let's not give them none then. No wins. They're going to go winless.
It's on the table.
They're going to go. They're going to
Damn
go
near
winless.
did it last year.
They're going to go winless. You're right. They're going to go winless.
They're going to get smoked twice by Buffalo. They're going to get clapped around by the
New England?
Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They play the AFC West, right? It's the AFC West and the NFC North.
Yeah, that mean they got that mean
So
they got
play
that mean they got Arizona,
two
right?
of the
That mean they got Arizona, right?
Yes.
Okay, who's Arizona's quarterback?
2 of the best divisions.
Who's Arizona's quarterback?
I understand that.
Oh, so that's 5.
2 of the
Is that
best
5,
divisions.
Is that 5?
You're saying 5 based on just handing them the win against the Raiders.
They always
It's
gonna
the
win.
Jets,
they
bro.
always gonna win somebody that they're not supposed to beat.
It's
You always
Jets,
give them.
bro.
Okay. I'm glad you think that way.
No, it's what we've known basically my whole life outside of the cup of coffee when you were there.
You're right. There's no way they can beat Tennessee. You're right, brother. No way they can beat Tennessee.
I did not say that there's no way that they can
can't
beat Tennessee.
Cleveland. They can't beat Miami, who's actively trying to tank probably for the number 1 overall pick. They can't beat the Raiders. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I
You're
just
right.
remember.
They can't beat Arizona. You're right. They can't beat Arizona. They can't beat none of those guys.
But I did not say they can't. What
No,
I am arguing is that you're saying it's a definitive thing that it's going to happen. And there is no way that after watching this team for as long as you have, you go into any season thinking that.
Okay.
Do we know that they have a head coach?
I do. I believe so.
Based on what? My point exactly. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing.
Based on, in my opinion, based on the staff that he put together.
Okay.
I believe in Frank Wright as a play caller.
Okay.
And I think he can put together a great offense with this talent.
Uh-huh.
This is a user-friendly roster to be able to use.
Is he a head coach? I don't want to hear about the staff. Is this man, when it comes down to it.
Being a staff is being a head coach is about putting your staff together.
When it comes to him being to make in-game decisions, something we saw him struggle massively last year.
And we've seen many
clock management issues, end-of-half disasters.
We've seen a lot of that.
He was just as lost as one could possibly be.
We've seen a lot of that.
He couldn't, to steal my man Adam Shine's line, couldn't coach himself out of a paper bag.
Can I ask you this?
And all of a sudden, all of a sudden, we go from where we were last year, 0-7. Is he going to make it through the season 2? We know he's a head coach. Based on what? Oh, he hired Frank Reich. Okay.
I think because now he's going to do he avoided not trying to to coach the side of the ball, and he wanted to stay away. But now he's going to basically be a defensive coordinator, and Frank Reich's going to run the offense. And we already know they had one of the best, if not the best, special teams in all of football.
How was his defense last year?
He didn't call it. He wasn't over there.
Okay.
He didn't. They went
arguments.
They went
as
through
far as him being a head coach.
They went through a rebuild.
Him deciding not to call the defense when the defense was an absolute train wreck.
A lot of guys.
And he's some so-called superpower guy.
A lot of guys.
That helps his case.
Okay, a lot of guys do this and have a horrible first year when they're a new coach. It's not untypical. Like he cut and got rid of. He's gutted and changed his roster to something that he wants, the type of players that he wants. He's got bigger up front. Listen, you can say whatever you want. I am excited about what these young pieces can be and what they can do together. In the next couple of years, them being able to grow together, led by Garrett Wilson. I cannot wait to see what Sadiq looks like, a hybrid tight end in a league which the biggest mismatch is the tight end. And then Mason Taylor having that competition of somebody that could potentially come here and take his position. And he's like, hold up, I'm a second-round draft pick, and you're going to get somebody in the first round? Now I got to compete with him? Okay, game on. You're going to get the best out of him. Cooper, you didn't think that all draft, we were like, man, maybe Cooper would be good for them. And they got him. But we didn't think that we would get Cooper and Sadiq. We didn't think we would do that. Barely, like pass rushers, they rarely have instant success. Even when you think about guys like Will Anderson, he balled out. Yeah, but they don't really have instant success as he has to learn how to set the edge and be a two-way player. But the good thing is they had a great free agency where they got two veteran guys that's going to start on the outside doing rundowns. So, in my opinion, man, I'm excited. This was the first time that I can say, forget about you want to talk about the quarterback.
You were excited. Don't jack that. No, you were excited last year, bro. I did shows with you. Don't come with that.
I was not. I was not. I said they can win 7 or 8 games, which is not.
Which is what you're saying now. You're saying the same thing that you said last year. You were excited.
Saying somebody's going to win 7 or 8 games is not a endorsement that you think they're a great team,
bro. Okay, forget the word great. If they can win 7 or 8 games. That is something we haven't seen in how many years now? They haven't finished.
They won 7 games underneath Saleh.
So 2022 will be the last time they won 7 games. Okay. But
I'm setting a high bar.
Okay, but based on
I'm talking about being excited about how they play. For the first time, I can look at the Jets roster and say,
if a team that is expected to win 4 games goes out there and wins 7 or 8, that is a massive overachievement. And so, yes, you are excited about that.
That's how.
Just like you were excited about them last year.
That's how it jumps.
Yes.
That's how it jumps.
You were excited about them last year.
This is the first time I can look at this offense and say, wow, they have talent. Now, it's inexperienced talent, but
yes, it's projected talent.
I mean, to add
projection.
To add potentially a generational tight end, and to add one of the most savvy, a first round receiver.
All right.
Is to me is a big deal. I think when you look at their roster and you can say, man, Ian Mitchell is the fourth. Should he have a big year? Maybe, maybe not. But the dude is going to be the fourth guy that's going to get the attention. He's going to get the matchups. Because they're going to be saying, man, do we have to bracket this tight end or put a safety because we got our linebacker over this tight end that runs 4-3? What I'm saying is this is the first time that the Jets have matchup problems.
And they're headed toward a 7 or 8 win season.
Correct.
800-919-3776. We take a break. Get back to your phone call.
We're so optimistic about Harbaugh. Nobody's lost more one-score games or have lost more double-digit games in the fourth quarter than Harbaugh the last year.
You are excited about a team.
I'm excited about
no one has lost more games than them the last decade. Let's take a timeout. Get back to your phone calls right here on ESPN New York.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. 21 and over, physically present, New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. Text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener. Like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
All right, tonight starting at 7 p.m. right here on 880 ESPN New York, you can listen to coverage of the MLB All-Star Game. ESPN New York's MLB All-Star Game coverage presented by Pella Window and Doors of New Jersey. Visit Pella.com/Eisen to find your local showroom today. Potential does not mean it's going to happen. And so for rookies, you keep mentioning rookies. Sure. Excited about him.
Two guys aren't rookies. Well, three guys aren't rookies.
No, the guys that you keep mentioning.
Membu, is he a rookie?
No, I'm talking about
Basham,
weapons.
is he a rookie?
I'm talking about the weapons on offense. Omar Cooper Jr. and Kenyon Steve.
That's two people.
Okay. But they are a big part of this offensive plan you have.
How did Harold Fannin look last year?
Bro, can I finish my take?
Nope.
You know better than me there are going to be some bumps in the road.
It is.
Those things tend to happen. And
they're add-ons.
You said they're what?
They're add-ons.
Yeah, but they're not according to you.
I'm putting the majority of the stress on I-9 Mitchell, Mason Taylor, Breece Hall, and Garrett Wilson. Whatever you get from Sadiq, extra. Mm-hmm. Whatever you get from Cooper, extra.
Who's your quarterback?
Geno freaking Smith.
Okay.
And they won 4 last year with Justin Fields. And whatever you think or don't think about Geno Smith,
he is not
Justin
I hate
Fields.
When people do that. It's like, well, we won 4 games. Like we try.
Brother, I'm looking at the schedule.
Yes, which is tough because you're playing 2 of the best divisions.
But you have 6 bums.
Yes, and by the way, you are also a bum.
Correct.
For those teams.
So all you got to do is beat the bums. Like when the Giants went to the playoffs that one year, they played the easiest schedule in football. That's why they went.
When you say they are playing bums,
you are one of the bums.
It will be a game of multiple bums because you are one of those.
But you're playing teams. When I say the teams that are bums that you're playing, Miami, Arizona.
That aren't trying to win.
Miami, Arizona, and
Cleveland.
And in Oakland.
Vegas.
They're not. They're trying to win, but they're not really trying to win.
Vegas is trying to win, man.
Not yet.
Yes, it's year 1 of the regime. Fernando Mendoza.
Who's he throwing to? They didn't go out and get him no weapons.
It's best for his growth to win. They're trying to win.
But they didn't go out and get him no weapons.
Okay, but you can't just say that they're going to beat the Raiders, man.
So Miami stripped it down. They're sitting there holding one of the biggest dead caps in all of football, right? When you look at Arizona, stripped it down. They're trying to actively tank so that they can go get the quarterback. Jacoby Brissett hasn't even signed his deal.
And by the way, Brock Bowers and Jency, like two guys we're all high on. So that they're still part of that offense.
That's true, but they got the Jets have done something, the hardest thing to do in football.
They drafted the quarterback.
No.
Okay, so it's not the hardest thing that you're going to say.
No, that's drafting a quarterback.
Drafted and developed the quarterback. No, that's the hardest thing.
No, the hardest thing.
Okay.
In this league, and Joe Burrow understands this. Patrick Mahomes understands this.
You're going to say build the offensive line.
Exactly. It is the most difficult thing is to build an offensive line that's going to have cohesion and going to have continuity. This Jets offensive line, despite whatever you say, played all 17 games. And they brought and solidified to have locked those guys down for the collective future. The last time that we had that, it was a guy named Nick Mangold, Brandon Moore, Damon Woody, DeBrickasaw Ferguson. What I'm saying is they've done that. That's the hard part. That's one of the hardest parts because the biggest force multiplier on any team is a great offensive line. They make your passing game better. They make your run game better. And they've done that. And this team has been together for a while now. And now they've done something as well that's hard to do. Like the problem with the Jets, they didn't have tight ends that can get production. A couple of years ago, they had the least productivity from a tight end in the NFL. I think that's going to change with Mason Taylor. They locked Ruckert down because he's like the gritty special team core guy, but he's also a guy that can give you some pass catching yards. And Sadiq is somebody that intrigues everybody. Nobody thought that, like when we were here, we were talking. We were saying, well, maybe they can get Sadiq. Maybe if Sadiq's there, do you get Sadiq or do you get Cooper? Right? Remember we were having that argument? Like, do you get Sadiq? They got both.
Bart, what I will say is, if someone is listening to you right now, the way that you are describing the Jet offense is as if they are, forget top 7, they are headed toward being the greatest show on turf. Like,
no, I'm not saying that.
You are talking so glowingly of them.
Correct.
Like they are headed toward this. I mean,
I think we're at the beginning of something.
Miracle season.
Whether that means wins, I'm talking about.
Don't say whether it means wins because you just said they're going to be around 7 or 8.
Listen,
so that is a part of this equation.
But then the defense could be 30. So
no, if you said that the team is going to win 7 or 8 games, don't then try to backtrack and say, it might not lead to wins.
Okay, the greatest offense in the league last year, probably Cincinnati, right?
Or it might have been, I think it might have been
Dallas and Cincinnati. No, but what I'm saying is T. Higgins and all that stuff, did they go to the playoffs?
I think it might have been Buffalo.
Did they go to the playoffs?
No.
So what I'm saying is you can have a great offense and still don't have the wins. But what I'm saying is
what point are you making?
I just made my point. I said that you can have great offense personnel and even have a great offense.
But 10 minutes ago, you just told me the defense is going to be much improved because Glenn's calling the plays. So this is not Cincinnati.
They can't be.
It's not Dallas.
They can't be worse than what they were last year.
Yes.
We got to go to break.
Yes,
you collect your thoughts.
Hour number 3 coming up next. Right here on ESPN New York.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
New York City, get ready as Fanatics Fest returns to the Javits Center July 16th through the 19th, right in the middle of the biggest sports weekend of the summer. With more than 500 athletes and celebrities, every major league, and hundreds of thousands of fans for the ultimate sports fan experience. Get your exclusive merch, rare trading cards, free photo ops, and a full tailgate zone all weekend long. Grab your tickets before they're gone at fanaticsfest.com.
Miller time. People think it just happens, but that's not true. You know what you gotta do? You gotta go say hello with some beers. Make the plans. Forget the couch. Go to that thing. Play the game. See them in person. Talk to that stranger. Live a little. Small acts of rebellion that bring us together. Because legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering buy one, get one, 50% off windows and doors, and no payments, no interest for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See local showroom for details. Offer ends July 31st, 2026.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right. We've got 2 hours down. One more to play with on this Tuesday. We're going up to 94 degrees here in New York City. Not as bad as the 97 we're going to hit tomorrow. But Ty Butler in for Chris Carlin all week. We've got Bart Scott to my left. But it's 12:04 on a Tuesday. So what's that mean, Tom Bauer?
No, not Tom.
Oh no? I thought we was going to Tom.
What?
Oh. Pump fake.
Up top.
Oh wait, so I don't know if you remember this.
Can't take my bit.
I don't know if you remember
every day.
this.
What's that?
Because I've always got an NBA analogy. So 2015 playoffs, Cavs down 2-1 to the Bulls.
Yeah, to the Bulls?
Yeah, to the Bulls.
Joakim Noah?
David Blatt draws up a play in the huddle for a potential game-winning shot. The shot attempt is going to Kyrie Irving. LeBron says, no, it's not. It's going to me. And so with that said, 12:05 on a Tuesday, what's that mean, Bart Scott?
It's the power hour, baby.
That was 19. For the amount
Say it with your chest.
For the amount of wins the Jets are going to have next year. Or maybe picks for Geno Smith. Which one is it?
I got to watch the tape.
19 wins?
Could be both.
19 wins and 19 interceptions.
Play the game to win.
Could be 19 wins. Could be the collective total of both teams in New York.
Big ships turn slow.
So I would agree with you as far as like people might have jumped the shark with the Giants as far as like
Just
them
don't
winning
let
a
go of the
Super Bowl
road.
or being a playoff team. I'm with you on that. But I just don't think that at this point we could say the bigger story, the season starts in about, 7 weeks? The bigger story is the Jets.
No, I said I'm more excited about.
No, I asked you which team has the higher potential. You said the Jets.
Yeah, of course. I think they have the more talent. They're bigger in their process as far. Now, the Giants did something that's harder to do. They found their future quarterback. Maybe. We'll have to see what season 2 looks like underneath that. We've seen a lot of guys have decent years their first year. Listen, I just think Harbaugh, he missed out. He's a little bit behind. He decided to build the offensive line, which is smart. Protect the franchise. But if I would have known that Neighbors was where he was in his rehab and his health of his knee, I might have went with Carnell Tate. So that because the issue is, let's just say Neighbors battles to get back on the field, and his numbers don't look great, but he looks like he's struggling, but he's still getting back. Like, oh man, next year he's going to be 100% healthy. He's extension eligible. So now you have to make a decision, and he's going to hold you hostage because he's your number one pick, and he showed that he's a generational great player, but we don't know how healthy that knee is and how it's going to age, because when you pay somebody in a contract, you're paying them for what you think they're going to do, not what they've done. Now, what he's done is shown that he's the most talented receiver in Giants history since Odell Beckham. but he also had a catastrophic injury
that required a second knee procedure.
That required a second knee surgery. And you're going to have – so if you're going to do that, being held hostage, you're going to be held hostage because you don't have anybody to hold up against him to say, hey, we're not going to give you this extension. We want to see this thing out. And you could have had a guy like Carnell Tate that was sitting there saying, hey, if not, then we'll trade and get what we can get for you, and we'll go with Carnell Tate.
Yeah, but, I mean, what do you mean he's holding them hostage? They can decide against picking up the
He can hold them a hostage. Like, you can say whatever you want. They may not have enough intel to see if he's back healthy, because if he only starts come back week 6, they're going to work him in slowly. So at the end of the year, he'll be going into year 4. You got to pick up his 5th-year option, which you'll do that no matter what.
Yeah.
But now you don't know, and you still won't know, I think, at the end of the year, do you have your future number 1 receiver and how healthy that knee is? Because usually what happens, sometimes when you have that catastrophic type of knee injury, you come back and you don't have training camp because you can't play in training camp because he's going to be on a PUP list. Usually you come back and you hurt something else. That's what I'm saying. Carnell Tate would have allowed them to have like a guy there that, I mean, what is receivers getting now? $30 million starting off, fresh, $30 million a year? That's a lot to commit to a guy that you're unsure of. So that means you might have to draw this thing out to year 5. So that means going into the draft next year, you may have to be drafting a receiver just in case he can hold you hostage. The same way you don't play, you're not going to pay 2 guys. The new wave is have a guy that makes a lot of money and then have a guy that could have a lot of money. You look at what happened. The T. Higgins and the Jamar Chase thing. Yeah. That's rare. You see, it couldn't sustain. And it couldn't sustain in Philadelphia, right? Because Devontae Smith and AJ, you can't pay all that money, right?
I mean, it could, but AJ
Brown.
But
it's going to eat so much of your salary cap. We see that Pickens is still franchised because you can't do that with CD and him. You see Mike. Why do you think they moved on from Mike Evans? They moved on from Mike Evans because you have to have a cheap one and an expensive one. Same thing happened with DJ Moore.
Which, by the way,
they couldn't do that with DJ Moore. They had to go Luther Burton. They had to go
which I thought was
Adunze.
I thought was silly. The Bengals doing that anyway, paying both of those guys.
It was, and it cost them Trey Henderson.
Yeah. By the way, John Harbaugh said Malik Neighbors, he's speaking to reporters today, is expected to work his way into practice as training camp starts.
Right. So that means
actually, it says appearing on the Dominique Foxworth show on
yesterday.
ESPN Monday. Harbaugh said he's expected to work his way into practice. So listen, I don't know what would be the harm in picking up the 5th-year option, not extending him.
No, you're going to pick up the 5th-year option,
and then not extending him until you see.
No, because you can get out of that contract. You don't want to be stuck in some $120 million contract.
I don't think you understood my question. My question is, after this season ends,
correct,
right? And then they decide to
you're gonna pick up a 5th-year option.
Pick up the 5th-year option.
That's a no-brainer.
What would be the harm in not extending him at that point?
You don't want to extend him, but he's going to be disgruntled. He's going. I get that. Well, we see what happened with Brandon Ayuk. So, like, what do you mean? Like, sometimes he does have some power.
Yeah,
he can make it uncomfortable. This is a new coach. It's not the coach that drafted him, right? So he still can make it uncomfortable too, and not show up and become a distraction when you're trying to build a new culture there with the Giants.
800-919-3776. Let's go to Rob in Syracuse. What's up, Rob?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How are you?
Maintain it.
Hey, Ty, Bart remind me of that intrusive voice in your head. Sometimes you get that thought, and you be like, nah, I can't do that. That's what Bart is. But I love Bart because Bart is 100% correct. Because I'm going to tell you, Ty, as a man who's been through the trials and tribulations of marriage and divorce, I will tell you that. Raised my 3 boys. Hey, they're all adult men now, but Bart, you are absolutely right. You get it when you can, and you tap into that every time you can. And here's why, Ty. Bart, tell me I'm wrong. You let her know, you give her a little taste, and then you pull it back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Bart is setting you up for. He's giving you gold. He's giving you bars. So you whet her appetite tonight
for
what's to come. She comes have drinks. You make this effort.
The
you,
drinks
you do
aren't
something by
happening, bro. I
surprise.
gotta be on TV tonight. The drinks are not happening.
Ty, you got to sit this one out and listen to Bart.
No, I'm not sitting one out when we have a non-starter in the whole setup.
You're not coming to work drunk if you drink 5 days, if you drink 5 hours before. A glass of wine?
No, it's not going.
I guarantee your boss don't have a glass of wine.
He doesn't have to do the show.
Okay, don't have a wine. Have a cocktail. Have a non-alcoholic cocktail. She can have wine.
You can have a mocktail. It's not about you drinking.
Right.
You're missing the point.
Thank you.
The point is you're whetting her appetite. You're whetting her appetite for things to come. So when she knows, even if you get a little something, you don't want that 1 2/3 inning reliever coming in at night having sex.
Yo, when
you don't
I
want
tell
that.
y'all
I'm
good, I've got it figured out. Y'all got to start listening to me, and I appreciate.
But she's not listening, so we're not ruining your plans. We just trying to tell you.
Respect, I'm good. I've got no worries.
All right, what I'm saying is,
play the song. I ain't got no worries.
I want you to have buns before 8.
Y'all are talking to the wrong
So you
crowd.
got buns. You having buns before work?
Maybe before.
Okay.
Maybe there
That's
are
all
other
we
people
saying.
out here who can use that at base.
That's all we saying.
Your boy Ty Butler is chilling.
All we saying is before. All we saying is don't wait to 12 o'clock. You get home 1 o'clock. Get that sleepy rollover. Okay.
So I feel I appreciate the love, Rob. It sounded like you just wanted to sound like a bit of an expert and take over the show, do your thing, start a podcast, do something like that.
That's that
but
young
I'm
stuff.
good.
You young, man.
By the way, you keep saying Carnell Tate. He was taken before the Giants got on the board.
Well, it doesn't matter. Carnell Tate, I'm just saying, like, they would have been aggressive and moved up, right, or something. What I'm saying is they should have took a receiver. They should have took one of the number 1 guys. That's all I'm saying. If I would have known that the knee was where it was,
maybe they didn't know that at the time.
The best friend of a young quarterback, I get it, right? Because we have this thing with Joe Burrow, right? They could have got Penei Sewell, and they decided to go with Jamar Chase. I don't think they are upset about the choice, and I think the Lions aren't upset about picking who they picked. But I think that they should have got him a weapon, and they probably should be in the market for a Stephon Diggs or something like that, like this whole Odell Beckham thing. I don't know.
Or maybe Steph Diggs just doesn't check the box of, like, culture builder that they're looking for. And look, Steph, to his credit, last year in New England,
1,000 yards.
He was awesome,
and he helped bring. He was a security blanket for Drake May.
But they also did not
completed 72% of his passes.
But they also didn't bring him back.
Yeah, that's because they went big game fishing for A.J. Brown.
But it does.
And it could only be one.
Yeah, but it does say something that he's out there, and Harbaugh, again, a coach you trust, has at this point has not decided to bring him in, knowing that is
because he brought in Odell Beckham, which is odd because Odell Beckham, when he played with the Ravens, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who knows if he'll make the team?
So why we playing? Like, I mean, even Deebo Samuels is a guy that can be used in a Greg Roman type of.
You saying Brandon Ayuk?
No. Deebo Samuel.
But I didn't hear the point you were making. My bad.
When you think about a guy like Greg Roman, who's going to be there on a roster, you think about his ability to kind of have these RPOs, jet sweep type of thing to steal yards. A guy like Deebo Samuel and his skill set could be something that could be utilized to make the game easy and just add a different element to the offense that they haven't had here, which makes things easier and open up windows, right? Jet sweeps with Deebo, using him as a receiver / running back because they don't have a dynamic running back. They don't have a guy that can get behind Ricard on some of these trick plays and come around the end, fake pull, get 2 pullers to the short side of the field, and be able to make that one cut and hit a home run. They got Scottaboo who can run some people over and stuff like that, But I just think that they should have got a receiver. And listen, I like.
Look, it's also year 1 in the process for them.
My point. And the thing is,
they drafted Malachi Fields.
They have the worst quarterback, and it's not a disrespect.
In the division,
in the division.
They have the worst quarterback.
You got a generational quarterback in Jayden Daniels. Who knows if he comes back and be the guy we saw his rookie year.
Dak is better.
Dak is the MVP guy, and you got a guy that should have won MVP of the Super Bowl 2 times he was there, even in a loss.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's
even
a lot
in the loss, no.
That's a lot to overcome. Well,
had they won the game, yes, but in the loss, no. I don't agree with that.
But what I'm saying is that was a discussion. I'm not saying I agree with that because the MVP goes to the winner.
Yeah,
I think Jerry West is the only person to win MVP in a series in which
they
was lost.
The Lakers, yes. 800-919-3776. Let's go to Uncle Kenny calling in from the Bay Area. Shout out Oakland. What's up, Uncle Kenny?
Thank you for taking my call. I have to say today has been one of the most fascinating discussions I've ever heard on sports.
Hey, move to a better spot. We don't want to lose you, and it's chopping up a lot, and our listeners won't be able to enjoy your thoughtful insight.
Okay. But in any event,
all right, give us a call, Unc. Wait, Unc, we're gonna have to put you on hold. It's not a great listen.
Yeah, tell them to move around a little bit and get into a better spot.
Harvey, try to figure that out, just because we do want to hear from Unc.
Yeah.
And we will talk to you when we get that squared away. All right, David's and Elizabeth. What's up, David?
Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not gonna like this because I got mad venom coming your way. Pause. Hey, yo, real rap. You be throwing mad shit at the Mets when your Yankees ain't all that. To be honest with you, all you guys have is pitching and Judge. Judge hurt, no pitching, you ain't going nowhere. You're talking spicy about the Mets, but your team not built like that. Next, I want to say something about the Jets.
No, time out. Hang on. I need to respond to that. I need to respond to that. You said, I'm talking spicy about the Mets. What did I say that was so spicy about the Mets, other than pointing out that of every team in baseball, they have the fourth worst record despite having the highest payroll. So I don't understand how that can be perceived as spicy. I'm just pointing out the facts.
I agree with you. We stink, but you're talking like your team is like that. If you have no pitching or Judge, your team's mediocre. You're playing the Eastern Conference in MLB.
The Yankees, by the way, again, we want to make sure that we're being factual. The Yankees, when healthy, have one of the best rotations in all of baseball.
When healthy,
the Yankees'
that's the problem,
strength
though.
is their pitching. And so when you say they have no pitching, I guess we're going to ignore Cam Schlittler having a 2.08 ERA. I guess we're going to ignore Garrett Cole being a former Cy Young Award winner and actually looking pretty good in his last couple starts. I guess we're going to ignore Fried and Rodon coming back. So when you say they have no pitching, it's hard for me to take that. David, let me talk. It is hard for me to take that seriously when you are not including the fact that, yes, these dudes are healthy right now, but they're on the comeback trail. And I think they have I also think they have the best bullpen ERA in baseball. But go ahead.
You probably do. The pitching is dynamic, and I'm not taking that away from y'all.
Except
I'm just saying.
You're saying they have no pitching.
No Judge. No, if the pitchers are injured and there's no Judge, your team's mediocre.
Okay. It doesn't take a baseball expert to have the take that if you have an injured pitching staff and your best player is hurt, you're not going to win the championship. Okay, great. What we are now talking about is those pitchers are coming back, and hopefully, prayerfully, Judge will also be back. Go ahead, you may continue.
I hope so. Yes, I hope so. Yo, like my team, my roster stinks, and I know it. All we got is Soto and Lindor. They can't get along. The roster stinks. It is what it is. Yo, on the Jets standpoint, because, you know, the topic between Dart and Geno has been growing like crazy. This is what I want to say with Bart here to defend me. He's not going to play the same. He has a line. He has weapons. The only way that he will be horrendous is if he hikes the ball and stands there and gets whacked. That's the only way he'll play bad. That's what I'm saying. He's not the savior. I'm not saying he's going to take us to the playoffs, but he's a better quarterback than Jaxson Dart. I'm going to take experience every time over our sophomore. You know what that's like, basically? That's like, yo, we in school, and they're like, yo, I mean, they go to seniors, they go to sophomores. Who you about to holler at? I'm not hollering at a sophomore. I'm going for a senior. I'm going for the big fish. That's just my opinion. Appreciate you, man.
Because if you look up, like, if you put Joe Flacco on his team, he would be better than Jaxson Dart.
Yo, you're crazy.
Okay,
we're losing the plot now. We're losing the plot.
All right, hold on. We got. I see Jake Asman, right? Joe Flacco with the weapons, being protected, and having guys that can get open last year. Joe Flacco, he threw interceptions, but Joe Flacco was playing at a crazy pace. What I'm saying is the fact that Geno Smith will be protected, the fact that at worst case scenario, he throws a dump down pass, check down to Breece Hall. The fact that he has a number one receiver, a great offensive line that's locked down. This is the most exciting I've seen the Jets as far as weapons and potential.
But you're mixing takes because
I'm not
we
mixing
went
takes.
from Jaxson Dart to talking about the Jets. Here is what I want to get on record.
I'm saying whoever's behind center, Geno Smith at this point in his career is a better quarterback than Jaxson Dart.
He's not.
That's
but
fine.
I want to go back to something that you just said. Did he just say that the Giants this year would be a better team if instead of having Jaxson Dart, they had Joe Flacco?
Let's put 41-year-old Joe Flacco behind center.
That's not what I said. I said Joe Flacco behind the Jets center. Protected. I'm speaking.
You just said Jaxson Dart.
No. I'm talking about Joe Flacco.
Pull up the audio.
I'm talking, bro.
Because Harvey, you heard the same thing that I heard.
That's not what I said.
You heard the same thing that I heard.
I said they'll be better with Joe Flacco, and I was speaking about the Jets.
So why did you mention Jaxson Dart?
I was speaking about Jaxson Dart before that, about him being better than that. What I'm saying is Joe Flacco behind this offensive line, this run game. We saw what Joe Flacco looked like last year in the time that he played with Cincinnati. He was throwing for 500 yards a game. What I'm speaking to is football acumen. When you have weapons and people that can get open and you have multiple people that can get open, a smart quarterback. We watched freaking Phillip Rivers come off the bench, and because he was protected, he knew how to beat defenses. Yeah. That's what I'm speaking of.
How did that end for him?
I don't care how it ended.
Yeah.
How did he play?
We're talking about
how did he play? How did he play?
Game season.
I'm talking about how did he play.
That's what we're talking about.
What I'm saying is,
17 game
Geno Smith is protected and he has guys that can get open because he has multiple talented people on the field at the same time, and he's not getting sacked and harassed, and he has a run game because he has a top 10 running back. What I'm saying is his performance and how he looks is going to be better than Jaxson Dart. That's what I'm saying.
You mentioned experience, right?
And I just mentioned two old guys that physically couldn't play no more, but because they had it above their shoulders, they could. And Geno is not in either one of their predicaments. He's not as old as Flacco. He's still got more left than Flacco, and he's damn sure got more than Phillip Rivers. That's all I'm speaking to.
You keep talking about experience.
Yes.
As if it's some like end-all, be-all. Who would you rather have next year, Kirk Cousins or Jaxson Dart?
Kirk Cousins.
Who would you rather have next year, Deshaun Watson or Jaxson Dart?
Well, Deshaun's been injured, so that's different. He's been injured. He's tore his Achilles twice. So we haven't seen him play.
So just answer the question.
I'll take Jaxson Dart.
Okay.
But let me say this as well. I think this year Deshaun Watson's going to remind everybody who he was, and he's going to be one of the top free agents next year.
You think he's
only 30 years old.
You think he's going to have a better season than Jaxson Dart?
Yes.
Okay. So
if he wins the starting position.
Right now, you would take Kirk Cousins over Jaxson Dart. You also think Deshaun Watson's going to have a better season than Jaxson Dart. Who would you rather have?
We got Kyler Murray too. Kyler Murray top 5 MVP.
Absolutely.
Jacoby?
Absolutely.
Who would you rather have?
Hard. No, hard. Put your money where your mouth is, bro.
There is no way.
Put your money where your mouth is about Kyler Murray.
There's no way in this.
Put your money where your mouth is on Kyler Murray.
There's no way in this world that we can take Joe Flacco seriously in any form of segment of radio ever in this world.
You crazy.
There's no way that Joe Flacco at 41
pull up his five game statistics.
We're talking about
from last year.
Pull it up
at 40. Pull it up.
The problem with using 5 games is like using the idiots who use per 36 in the NBA.
Yeah, that's why the Bengals that's why the Bengals re-signed him
to be their backup. Yes, to be their backup. Can we finish the exercise?
This dude came back.
Yes, it was a remarkable story.
In 1 week.
Great
Didn't
job.
know the playbook.
Yes,
I'm speaking about football acumen.
And now you're saying you'd rather have him for a full season, not 1 week or 5 games, a full season over Jaxson Dart. Can I continue?
Go ahead.
Jacoby Brissett or Jaxson Dart?
Jacoby Brissett.
Aaron Rodgers or Jaxson Dart?
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
What are you smoking?
A nursing home or Jaxson Dart?
So you just think Jackson's going to be like...
You just think he stinks.
You think he's going to be like a bottom 4 quarterback next year.
I apologize, but didn't Aaron Rodgers win the division? I'm sorry. So
Yeah,
why would I?
and as
So
much-
why wouldn't I take that? And he has Pittman to go with DK Metcalf. Why wouldn't I take him?
As much as I love Rodgers, what we all know is they won that.
I don't care how he
division
got it done.
because Lamar. That matters.
Oh,
the context does matter.
Okay, he won it
He
because
won
what?
the division because Lamar Jackson.
What about Joe Burrow?
was in and out of the lineup last year.
All right.
Okay, so by that metric, you take Rodgers over Burrow then. Burrow didn't win his division. If that's the metric, winning your division, you would take Aaron Rodgers over Joe Burrow.
I wouldn't, because I know Joe Burrow has proven that he's a better quarterback.
Okay.
He took him to the Super Bowl, and he's still young. So no, Jaxson Dart hasn't proven anything to me.
Who would you rather have?
What has Joe Burrow? I mean, what has Jaxson Dart ever proven?
Who would you rather have, Tua or Jaxson Dart?
Jaxson Dart.
Okay.
Just for fun, since we're still on this, Justin Fields or Jaxson Dart?
Jaxson Dart.
All right, now we're trending
or
right.
Jaxson Dart.
I'd rather have Jameis Winston than Jaxson Dart.
So you just have him as a bottom 4 quarterback next
I
year.
don't have him as a bottom 4. I don't.
Okay, we can make the list.
I like him better than McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy, I like him better than that.
No, we can make the list. You have him as a bottom 4 quarterback.
Make your list then, brother.
He's
I
going
take him before
Mendoza. He's going to be one of the 8 worst quarterbacks next year.
Worst don't mean you bad.
Yeah, but you have him as a bottom 4. Which, if we're doing the list,
I got him 4. I got a fourth in his division, so he already there.
He's going to be a bottom 4 quarterback in your eyes.
I didn't say bottom 4.
Bart,
you taking him before Drake May? You taking him before Sam?
We can make the list.
Go ahead. Let's do it.
Let's take a timeout. We got to hit a break. 800-919-3776.
Make a list.
We come back. Bart Scott, not very high on Jaxson Dart.
I didn't say I wasn't high on him.
Okay.
I'm saying
his roster. You're not high on him.
Good.
You would just rather have Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers.
No. No. See, there you go. I'm talking about Joe Flacco behind it with the Jets.
Bro,
I'm speaking to Gino
Harvey.
I'm using Joe Flacco to big up.
Am I losing my mind here?
Listen,
didn't he just say he would take those guys over Jaxson Dart?
I'm clarifying for you. I'm not saying Joe Flacco on the Giants. I'm saying I take Joe Flacco. I'm telling you, Joe Flacco, if he was with the Jets.
But why are we putting him on the Jets when Jaxson Dart is on the Giants?
Because I'm speaking of the fact.
But we're not talking Jets. We're talking about the Giants.
I'm speaking to the fact that if you have a quarterback that is experienced, that if you put him on the Jets, he will have more impact. Just like we watched Phillip Rivers come, his body wasn't able. You keep saying Gino going to have a horrible season and this and that. I'm telling you he not, because he's not dealing with the same things. And I'm showing you examples of old dudes playing at a high level, being behind a great offensive line and weapons. Simply because the biggest thing for old guys to protect them.
Yo, Bart, let's take a break. We come back.
I will try to find the tape.
Right here.
Well, it don't matter. I just clarified.
It's streaming live on YouTube.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game. Because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with a substitute, so you're still in on it until the final whistle. So if you're looking to get in on the biggest tournament in the world, now is your time. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right, if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with a substitute, so you're still in on it until the final whistle. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1
get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877-CARS4KIDS to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877-CARS4KIDS to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils bring intensity on the ice, Viking Pest Control brings the same level of protection to your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. The season may be over, but pests are always in play. So it's time to lock in your off-season defense. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the Devils, Viking delivers 45 years of trusted experience to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, mosquitoes, and more out of your zone. And when you bundle pest control mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com, protecting your home inside and out.
When care matters most, experience matters more. The Allure Group is redefining rehabilitation and long-term care across New York with 6 convenient locations. Their expert clinicians create personalized care plans to help you recover, rebuild, and get back to what matters most. From short-term rehab to long-term care, Allure is committed to comfort, dignity, and results. To learn more, visit allurecare.com. The Allure Group, where care meets compassion.
Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
We know
All
we
right.
back.
We back. We just jamming out. Tonight starting at 7 p.m. right here on 880 ESPN New York. You can listen to coverage of the MLB All-Star Game. Coverage presented by Pella Window and Doors of New Jersey. Visit Pella.com/Eisen to find your local showroom. Today we've got a quarterback list. Bart Scott is going to tell us all of the quarterbacks he thinks Jaxson Dart is behind. So can we just go in order? Just so the people can follow us. I feel like that's a better way.
How about this? You be the behind guy. I'll be the in front guy.
Pause.
Yeah, no diddy. I'll be the in front guy. I'll be the guy tell you the four guys that he's in front of. Or the 5, which lets everybody know that I have him about 27.
Okay, so I'm going to read a list of quarterbacks.
Okay.
And you'll just tell me yes or no whether Dart is better.
All right, draw it out.
Okay. Josh Allen. Okay. So that's 1. Lamar Jackson.
Bro, why won't you just go through divisions? AFC East? Okay, no.
Can we just go? All right. Drake May. We don't have to argue about everything.
No.
Joe Burrow.
No.
Caleb Williams.
No.
Jalen Hurts.
No.
Jaden Daniels.
No.
Dak Prescott.
No.
Brock Purdy.
No.
Trevor Lawrence.
No.
Justin Herbert.
No.
Matthew Stafford.
No.
Patrick Mahomes. Bo Nix.
No.
Jared Goff.
No.
Top 5 MVP candidate Kyler Murray.
No.
Jordan Love.
No.
Baker Mayfield.
No.
Sam Darnold.
No.
All right, we get interesting here. Malik Willis.
No.
C.J. Stroud.
No.
Daniel Jones.
No.
Bryce Young.
No.
Geno Smith.
Okay, let's go. Yeah. Let's just okay. Yeah. Until the season is gone.
So you think Jaxson Dart is...
I'll have my laugh after Geno has this year.
Wait.
No, I'll take, yeah. He's in front of Geno. Yep. Go ahead.
All right, so we're at 23. Aaron Rodgers.
No.
24. Kirk Cousins.
No.
25. So there are 25 quarterbacks right now in the NFL you think that are better than Jaxson Dart?
Yeah, I think the only ones that you worry about, and some teams got two guys, but I would.
We're just going starters.
I would say he's in front of Brissett or whoever is for the Cardinals. Shuck is better than him.
Okay, so Shuck. So it's actually 26.
Yeah, it's actually should be 27.
And it's 27. No, we got it because Geno Smith, you say, is better. All right, so Geno.
No. I'm saying I'm going to take.
But you said that.
No.
You've been saying that. That's your take. That's the take that started this whole.
Fine.
This whole thing. All right, so Geno and Shuck.
Okay.
So 27 guys. 27 guys better than Jaxson Dart.
Mac Jones.
All right. 28.
Mac Jones going to be probably the biggest free agent in the offseason to be a starting quarterback somewhere. Guarantee you that.
So who are the quarterbacks in the NFL Jaxson Dart is currently better than?
He's right there. Whoever, Jacoby Brissett or whoever's for the Cardinals.
Okay.
I think he's
Shador.
Shador. Better than Shador. Better than J.J. McCarthy.
Okay.
Trying to think who else is
Gardner Minshew.
Well, Gardner Minshew is not a starter.
But I mean, we're going so far back now. We might as well go to backups.
Well, but I think he's better than Trubisky. He's better than those.
Well, no, not that. Let's keep it as starter so it doesn't become confusing.
He's better than Mendoza.
Who's starting in Atlanta.
He's
Tua.
He's better than Tua.
Okay, whether it's Tua or Penix, he's better than those guys.
Yeah, I mean Penix is tough because Penix always hurt. So I have to throw that in there. He's always. I don't know if his knees and his body's gonna hold up.
So
Stroud in the playoffs was garbage, but he's better. I mean, I think he's right there with Cam Ward. He's better than Cam Ward.
He's better. Okay, so Cam Ward was the guy we were leaving out from Tennessee. So as I said, you have him as like a bottom four quarterback.
So tell me this. Tell me this. You've seen the list. Who else would you put him in front of then?
I think he's better than Malik Willis.
Okay.
I think he's better than Geno and Rodgers and Kirk.
He's better than Rodgers.
Yeah.
And Kirk. So
yes.
So you have him where? 22? So what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I mean, there is a
just
dramatic difference between 22 and 28.
Is it?
Yes.
It's all subjective.
No, obviously we're ranking quarterbacks.
No, but it's all subjective. Like he's not better than Bryce Young. Bryce Young had actually secretly a good season.
So you
last
at
year.
best have Jaxson Dart as the 28th best quarterback in the NFL.
And then guess what? It's not so crazy, right? It's not that crazy idea. Now Jaxson Dart, part of that is him being young. Part of that is him not having the experience, him not playing in the same system 2 years in a row. Part of that is that as well. Just because a guy is young, he's ranked low, don't mean he can't move up. But where he is now, today, I would take Geno because the experience, you can go in, you can give him more. He can digest more. He can recognize offense is better. Malik Willis, in the short sample size, they played, he only started a couple games. What he did against Baltimore was poetic, was magical. The run that he was on, it was a reason why we were saying, hey, man, maybe we should get Malik Willis. It was a reason. He played his ass off.
Flash in the pan.
Yeah, flash in the pan.
You could say that about Dart
we saw that with Matt Flynn. We saw that with a lot of cats that come in and like they have a couple of good moments. And then when they get the chance, Rob Johnson, they get the chance to be the guy, they don't show up.
If Jaxson Dart is the 28th best quarterback in the NFL next year, then you are right. The Giants are going to fall way short of expectations.
What is their expectations? What do you think their record's going to be, and what's their record projection?
I think Vegas has them at 7.5 over under. I think they're about a 6 or 7 win team.
So what's the problem?
But built into that isn't Jaxson Dart being the 28th best quarterback in football. They play a tough schedule. Their division is brutal.
What do we think that they rank? He can't avoid his division. His division is his division.
No, but I'm explaining to you why I have them where I do as far as the win-loss record. And it's not because I think there are only four quarterbacks better than him. It's because I have questions about the maturity and if he can make it through an entire season because of his style. And also, the schedule's tough. They play in the NFC. Their division is unforgiving.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're not just saying that. You're saying that there are only 4 quarterbacks in football.
They start off.
He's better than.
And that's okay. Like Shuck, I think, could move up that list. Bo Nix is definitely going to move up in that list. But Bo Nix is going on his 3rd year. Like Justin Herbert with Mike McDaniels is going to move up in that list. He was at 7th. Like Jared Goff is steady. Like it's not a lot of scrubs in the NFL at quarterback no more. Right? Like,
nah, there's a lot of scrubs, bro. CJ right now is a scrub.
Yeah, CJ's a scrub.
CJ's been playing like a scrub.
CJ played like a scrub in the playoffs.
No. It's been 2 years since we've seen CJ look great. Geno was a scrub last year. Kirk Cousins was a scrub. Don't say this. We're in an era now where guys are going to put up numbers because that's what the league is now. You're going to get your numbers.
Justin Fields put up numbers?
My man had like 47 passing yards in a game last year.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a bit of a different story. I felt bad for Justin.
I'm just saying, like, what I'm speaking to, like, it's guys that are younger that's going to be better, right? And they're going to take jumps. You got certain guys that has been good that's starting to regress.
I love how someone is saying Ty is talking potential and talent where Bart is talking experience. And yet, in the last conversation we had about the Jets, it was predicated on potential.
But it's experience. I'm trying to tell you what it tells, and I was trying to give examples of how experience makes the difference. By Flacco coming in and at 41 still being able to play and have games where he looked like, man, this is crazy. When Phillip Rivers can come back off the couch. No preseason. Off the couch.
The who?
The couch.
What
the
is
sofa.
that?
You want me to say sofa?
Oh,
you never heard of a couch?
I thought it was couch.
Why are you putting N in there?
Yeah, like why?
Well, where's the N in this?
Well, sofa. I'm not from where you from, Harvey. We say things different.
So there are places in the world where instead of it being pronounced couch, it's couch.
Yeah, couch.
So now I sound like a Dart apologist, which I'm not. There were Giant fans this weekend coming at me because I said, hey, lower your expectations of the team. I guess I'm just not as low on him as you seem to be.
I'm not low on him.
Bro, you have him as the 28th best quarterback in the football.
Half the people I named that even won MVPs or went to multiple Pro Bowls.
I mean, what does the Pro Bowl matter?
Okay.
And it's
Trevor Lawrence has went to the playoffs twice.
Yes.
And he's won playoff games. Should he be in front of Trevor Lawrence? Joe Burrow took Cincinnati to the Super Bowl.
There are guys he certainly shouldn't be behind.
Caleb Williams was voted top 4 or whatever 10, last year. Even Malik Willis is like
CJ.
That's where he is. Shuck.
If the Texans,
hold on, what about Shuck?
Did
you have a problem with Shuck?
Yeah, I think Dart is better than him. If you called the Texans up.
We thought.
Let me ask you a question. Okay. If you call the Texans up and you offer them Dart for CJ straight up, you think the Texans say no?
No.
You think they take Dart?
They could.
Yeah.
Because it resets the clock. Because you're talking about paying.
Now independent
talent-wise,
of the contract.
No, I think they'll
just
stick.
The quarterback.
No, I think they'll stick because what he did his first year, I think they'll stick with him thinking that he can find that again.
Hopefully.
Like he's still young, so age-wise, Dart is one of these older players too, right? He stayed in college a long time, transferred a lot, right? Am I mistaken in what I'm saying about Jaxson Dart? And you making me sound like a Jaxson Dart hater when I'm not.
No, I'm making you sound like someone who has him as the 28th best quarterback in football.
And that's fine. At one point, I was probably like the 60th best linebacker in the league. It's not where you at, it's where you finish. What I'm saying is right now, he hasn't passed, in my opinion, Geno Smith as far as experience and his ability to play at a high level. He gives a greater upside because athleticism. It's always a point where you take a young guy opposed to taking an old guy, right? It's some point where you say, hey, man, it became a point where you're like, I'll take Anthony Edwards before Kevin Durant. But it was a time where he's like, you crazy. He ain't too young. At first and second year in the league, you're like, I ain't taking that over KD. That's KD. Then it became a point where like, hey, even though KD's still putting up points, bro,
mean, he's 37 off a torn Achilles. It's different.
And Geno's old too.
But
he still has the ability where I think his mind and his experience, I think, puts him slightly over Dart in the situation that he's in.
I'm hurting right now. Please tell me about Samuel.
Oh, I love how you transitioned that. Tom really loves that one. Look, everybody, it's the summertime and people are outside walking around, going to games, barbecues, and the beach, doing their thing. But if you're dealing with joint pain, back pain, sciatica, that can shut you down real quick. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you guys, go to Dr. Jay Shaw at Samuel Pain. He's the guy to see. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no cuts, no scars, no long recoveries, no relying on pain meds, just non-surgical image-guided procedures that get real results. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Don't let pain steal your summer. Go to SamuelPain.com. Get right and get back to living life. We'll be back after this.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Listen up. Fanatics Fest returns to the Javits Center July 16th through the 19th for 4 days of nonstop action right in the middle of the biggest sports weekend of the summer. See more than 500 athletes and celebrities, including Aaron Judge, Kevin Durant, Jalen Brunson, Jay-Z, Travis Scott, and hundreds more. All at the world's #1 sports fan festival. Tickets are on sale now. Grab yours before they're gone at fanaticsfest.com.
Rich Eisen here. Running a small business means every hire matters. A bad hire costs time and money, but the right one helps your business grow. The challenge? Finding that person without sorting through resumes. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It screens candidates so you can focus on conversations with qualified talent. With Hiring Pro, you can hire with confidence and build the team you need. Join the 2.7 million small businesses using LinkedIn to hire. Get started by posting your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen. Terms and conditions apply.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
All right, top of the hour, Jake Asman, fresh off of his little beach bash this weekend where he was letting that thing go. He's going to hop in for Michael K. How was the festivities?
It was great. We had
Can we get my man's microphone on? What's up, Harvey? There we go.
He controls that.
Am I on? What? Oh,
Yeah,
you
you're
know
on.
what? To be fair, I don't blame Harvey. Hand up, that's me. I turned on the wrong mic. I'm not used to sitting in the seat. I don't know how. I guess Alan.
You in the
sits
Scotty
here the
seat.
most.
That is like when that guy went from that seat on Star Trek, you always knew he was the one that was going to get ate by the monster or vaporized or something.
Yeah, this is new for me. But no, the event was great. I appreciate you asking about it. We had like 300-something Jet fans show up to HQ2 down in Atlantic City. Wayne Grommet was there hanging out with fans. And despite a little rain in the later afternoon, I mean, I think people had a great time.
I don't know if you know this, and this is going to be huge for both of the shows you do, the Jake Asman show and the podcast you do with Tierney and Rich. But the Jets, they're headed for a 7 or 8 win season. They're going to have a top 7 offense.
6 or 7.
Gino's going to be in the MVP conversation. Like as MJ once said, the ceiling is the roof. This thing is ringing off next year.
This how you want to spend your 3 minutes? You want to spend your 3 minutes that way, or you want to give them facts? The facts is what I'm saying is I think that Gino is in a perfect situation for an older quarterback. And I try to use examples of guys that just know where to go with the football and make quick decisions. I told you about Phillip Rivers coming off the couch, how easy it was.
We still keep going.
Whatever, the sofa, whatever you want. You see, focus on the wrong thing. That's how we go down rabbit holes. And I talked about Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco didn't practice, got traded from Cleveland to Cincinnati, was throwing for 500 yards, and kind of captivated us with these crazy performances. The problem was he threw picks. But what I'm saying is Geno Smith behind his offensive line where he won't be getting harassed as early as he did with the Raiders, and having a run game and a guy that he can just say, oh, they coming, and just check down to Breece Hall is going to be an opportunity. And if we would have said when we were leading up to the draft, if we would have said the question was if they're both there, Cooper and Sadiq, who should the Jets pick? And they got both. So what I'm saying is they got 2 young guys that can be exciting, and even if they just get 600 yards apiece, you got 1,000 that you can pencil in for Garrett, and I Mitchell becomes the guy that gets the worst cornerback on the field, and Geno has the perfect skill set with the deep ball throwing accuracy for a skill set with a guy that's above 6 feet that runs a 4.3.
So I want to say this. I hope you're right. And 2, thank you for all the content because between talking about it on this station and the Jet podcast, it's been awesome. I just think you're just projecting a lot of this offense before we've seen it. Even like I'm a huge fan of Sadiq and the Cooper picks. I like the O-line. I like Mason Taylor taking a leap in year 2. But when I hear top 7 or top 10, I think we just forget how many good teams there are in the NFL that could score points. Like Geno might be in a good spot. I think he is.
I said 12.
No, he said 7.
The initial was 7, and then you and I talked off air, and I know you went up to 12. And again, I think Geno could play a lot better than anything we saw last year in a Jet uniform, anything we saw with the Raiders. I think he's a lot better than that. I just won't go as far as you will that he's still going to be able to be a top 10 or top 12 quarterback in this league.
I don't know. I remember a team traded him away and then immediately won the Super Bowl. Sounds pretty relevant.
Yeah, they also traded the coach,
yes,
too.
And while last year we can talk about Vegas's bad offensive line. Their defense was a mess. They had injuries.
I have to say it's Chip Kelly.
We can do all of that, but at some when we do the pie chart of who has to take some of the blame, Geno Smith is on that pie chart.
He's thrown 32 picks the last 2 years.
Yeah,
last year in Seattle, there was starting to be some decline, and then last year was a mess. He's going to be 36. There are questions with Geno, and again,
not just questions. He's playing, you could say, for his career this year for the Jets. Yeah. As far as being a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Can he carry a license? Again, I keep coming back to it. Is it that hard to carry your license on you?
Listen,
forget going 75 and a 45, whatever.
Just take a picture. Take a picture of your license.
You can't. You need a physical copy in Florida, apparently.
But I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you, like, this is a user friendly. Whoever the quarterback is outside of Justin Fields is the only person I think that can really screw this up. I think this is a user friendly type of thing because you have guys that your worst matchup may be okay. They double Garrett, they take him away, they take Cooper away. And they got a one-on-one against a linebacker against Sadiq.
Do you trust Frank Reich, though? Because, again, he's got to put these guys in position to get the matchups.
I do.
What does he have left?
It's user-friendly, man. It's not hard to coordinate this type of guy. When you have the offensive line, when you have an offensive line, it's user friendly because it gives you that extra second to make the right decision.
Fields, basically.
Yes, it gives you the extra second to be able to process. And if you're a quick processor,
and how about the head coach?
It's just about yakking.
Head coach, thumbs up, thumbs down.
This is a head coach like what they have in Tennessee. You got a guy that know defense, he gonna do what he do, and you got a guy that know offense that used to be a head coach, and he gonna do what he do. So I look at it like that. I look at it as a partnership where you do what you do best, I'm gonna do what I do best. And I think last year Aaron Glenn didn't want to step on toes. He wanted to show that he had control of the whole team. You got to make baby steps. Start with what you know best and focus on that, and then let Frank Reich focus on what he can focus on. And hopefully you can win 7 games.
And by the end of it, they'll be 4-13. Jake Asman coming up next. Ty Butler and Bart Scott back tomorrow from 10 to 1.
I ain't coming back.
Have a great show.
Jet fan saying this. That's what's crazy.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
When Phillip Rivers can come back off the couch. Off the couch. No preseason. Off the couch.
The who?
The couch.
The World's Game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2-up early payouts so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pregame, straight match result bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you'll instantly